Hi everyone, I'm Audrey.
And I'm Anthony. Together we are Reyony, Audrey.
Yep.
What are we up to tonight?
We are continuing Final Fantasy X.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ready.
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 Yes.
So, how are you feeling tonight, by the way?
I'm alright. Have some tea here.
Same. Tea.
Yeah.
I feel like tonight's a tea kind of night for us.
Tonight is a hot tea
Yes.
kind of night.
Yeah, I'm feeling it.
Yes.
Let's hop right into a recap. Yeah?
Let's do it. Hello,
So the last stream was
Fractured,
a
by the
little-
way. And
Yeah, what's
Solar
up?
and Valborn, how are y'all doing?
Thanks for tuning in, everyone.
Good evening, good morning to you all.
So last stream was a little bit short because we opened with, let's not dwell on this, some Reyony Rumble, okay?
Why not dwell on it? Why not?
Okay. We shall not speak any further
Okay.
on it. Hey, Colin, what's up?
Hey.
Hey, Lou. It is not.
That looks like Hennessy.
No. It's just a Starbucks mug.
I mean, it's mostly tea. I'm just kidding. How's it going?
So last time, we started off with a good old cloister of trials in Bavel. With the automatic light conveyor belts, and you had to time the button press to go to this and that sphere.
Yeah. So far, the Cloister of Trials, not really my thing.
Yeah. Don't put it on the back of the box, right? If you're the box designer for the game,
definitely.
don't mention the Cloister of Trials, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Do mention the gorgeous CG cutscenes.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
So we did the Cloister of Trials. Yuna acquired what Aeon? Bahamut.
Bahamut.
But
Of
only
course.
after Tidus and Kamari break into the Chamber of the Faith. And what do we see? Do you remember what we saw?
Do I remember?
A floating specter of something familiar.
Oh, the kid!
Yeah, okay,
I
so that's
forgot
back in your
about that.
mind. Yep. Yuna's in there with her wedding outfit, though.
Who's
of course,
that
right?
kid?
Yep.
Yeah.
We bust out of there, and then we face trial with the Church of Yevon. Hey, Blossom, what's up?
Hey, Blossom. And that's right, throwing ran
It's
again to
true.
Audrey.
It's
and she will
true.
kick
I have to
Anthony's butt.
scheme. I have to scheme to make it work. But
that's not true. Not every time
Yuna,
I
the
win.
summoner, faces the leaders of Yevon, right?
Right.
And oh, something's going on with Floyd. Floyd, you okay? Hey, Taryn, what's up?
Hey, Floyd and Taryn. Lou usually looks like looks like they're Team Anthony, but then they put 20,000 points, channel
It's
points on me.
27,000. Is a lot.
Yeah.
Floyd's cleaning your phone. What's up, guys? Thanks for tuning in, everyone. But yeah, so Yuna is on trial in front of the leaders of the Maesters of Yevon, right? We have Maester Seymour.
Yes.
Maester Micah.
Yes.
Right?
That other guy.
Maester Kelk Ronso. And
the Ronso,
Maester
yeah.
Keenock, right?
Keenock, yes.
Kelk Ronso is the one kind of like talking to Yuna, and and he's like, "Oh, what are you doing, blasphemy?"
The trial, I guess.
She's like, "It's Seymour.
Yeah.
He's freaking dead already.
And
It's my job to send him."
And Seymour says, "What, you hadn't heard?"
Yeah, because
kind of
like,
like
he
a
killed
little
his
bit of
father.
attitude. Yeah.
Kelk was
Oh,
like, "What?"
about yeah. About
Kelk
killing-
was clearly shaken from that, but everyone else is like, "What?" And then Micah's like, "Oh, you're gonna send me too?" And then Micah's
and they're all
too.
dead.
Yeah.
Well, not all of them.
Not all of them.
Micah.
But what they're communicating is that they need to stick around so that they can have the wisdom of eternity to continue this cycle of summoner and sin. That's what they're saying. That's the only way to keep this world the way it is, right?
Well, they were also kind of saying like everything's better if everyone's dead, kind of, because there's no fear of death when you're dead. It's kind of
Sure, yeah.
I just got that feeling
Just
where
controlling. It's ultimately control.
yeah, I got that feeling where they were like, yeah, we're just gonna just kill everybody because
Yeah.
then problem solved.
We're all thrown into the Via Purifico, which is, I guess, their way of executing people, hoping they get exhausted and drown. Little do they know, half of us are blitzball players. One's in Al bed.
Somehow they didn't. They attended the blitzball
I know.
match ceremony thing or whatever it was, and
we bust out of there.
yeah.
We get a little cutscene with Seymour and Keenock, and Seymour's like, "I'll take care of them." And they were like, "Oh, your wife, your new wife?" He's like, "Yes, that's why it should be me." And then Keenock's like, "I don't trust you. I'll follow along, right?"
Mm-hmm.
Then we see
He doesn't say it in those words.
No.
But yeah.
Our party
basically.
encounters Seymour,
Yes.
and he just throws Keenock's body at them. saying that this guy just wanted power. He had power.
He was right.
But he feared losing that power. And Seymour said, hey, you know what, Yuna? I want your power. Let's go to Xanarkand.
Yeah.
I will take your power.
Yes.
I will become Sin.
Yeah.
And through that additional power, I will kill everyone in the world.
Yep.
So we have a little bit of Seymour motive, and then boss fight with Seymour, which you absolutely handled.
I did.
Good old reflect. Yeah, that was clutch.
Never fails in a battle
awesome.
of magic against
Yeah, you
magic.
took like no damage in the second half of the fight, right? It was reflecting everything.
I think so. Or he did some physical attacks.
Yeah, but it was like, but you had
weak
cheer.
sauce.
You had Tidus's cheer. Yeah.
Exactly.
We defeat him. Then we bust out of Bevel, and we end up back in the Macalania woods. Yuna's faith is shaken. She goes to the pool where we fought one of the bosses previously. And then everyone, the whole party is like, hey, Tidus, she needs some time, but maybe you should go see her.
Yep.
Everyone's saying, Tidus, you got to go see her. Yeah. Oh, Floyd's adding something here. The only reason Kel'Karanso agreed that Micah was a great leader, even in death, was he knew they would kill him otherwise. Wow.
Oh.
That's right. Micah said, how fares the Ronso Maester? Seymour says, seems my father's death troubles him. Yep. So, what do we see? Tidus goes to approach Yuna. Can you tell me about this iconic interaction and cutscene?
Before the actual cutscene itself, when they're talking, I guess this counts as part of the cutscene.
Sure, but not the pre-rendered part, yeah.
Right. Tidus is just like, let's just not do this whole thing.
Let's go live a normal life.
Let's just go live a normal life. They kind of fantasize about going to Tidus's Xanarkand.
Because I got an airship now. He's like, hey, we got an airship.
We got an airship. It's beautiful. The sunsets, the sunrise.
You'll
the
cheer
late
for
nights,
my team.
And and they're just kind of, I don't know, fantasizing about this
life,
this dream that will never happen. And I think they both know it. Yuna starts crying.
Yuna cracks first.
Yeah, and she's like, I can't do that. Can't do that.
Because she says, I know we'll be living our lives, but I can't forget all the stuff that we've been through and what I've given up. The duty, the responsibility. You said it. She has a strong sense of duty. You said it last time.
She does.
Yeah.
She does. And then they make out.
Iconic make-out scene.
It is
Flying
iconic.
underwater.
Yeah.
Kind of aesthetic.
Yeah, definitely like beautifully just like floating and lights everywhere. Their hair's moving in beautiful ways.
Yep.
They're smiling at each other.
The first full play of the Steki Dane song.
Yeah, and that song is so beautiful. Yeah, it's like really beautifully done and just a hint of sadness knowing
absolutely
just
bittersweet
Yuna's fate.
Yeah.
Which
they hope to defy, but they're ready to face.
They hope to defy, and I don't know. She's in the second game, so I'm thinking.
Spoilers.
I'm thinking
spoilers.
something.
She's on the
goes
box.
Right. She's on the box, y'all. So yeah, or I think it's her anyway. I'm pretty sure it's her. So yeah.
So with newfound resolve, Yuna confronts the party and says, "Let's continue the pilgrimage." They rest. The next day, we depart. We leave Macalania Woods into an area called the Calm Lands. Do you remember?
Yes.
We ran into Machen, the historian, librarian, and he gave a little background on the Calm Lands.
Yeah, he actually dropped some definitive information.
Instead of like or so they say.
Yeah.
Do you remember what he said?
He says something like, "This is called such because this is where the summoners bring sin to defeat
the high
sin.
summoners." Yeah.
Because it's like far away from civilization.
It's barren.
And life. It's barren. Other than some chocobo, I guess.
Do you remember why it's barren initially?
Oh, is it because of the war?
There was a war between Bevel and Xanarkand.
Yeah.
Long ago. Yeah.
Right.
And so, yeah, you're right. The High Summoner's like, hey, this is the perfect place to lure Sin and fight him here. So this is like a place. And then Oren also gives a little lore. Some summoners come here and lose their way.
Oh, right. Why?
What that means, we don't know.
Oh, okay.
Some lose their way here, apparently.
Because it's so cool and maybe chill.
Yep.
You're like, hey, I'm just going to bounce.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So our party is now currently at this little camp shop here in the middle of the Calmlands. One extra little cutscene as you approach this camp.
Yeah.
Father Zook.
Father Zook
shows up.
Some connection with Lulu specifically, I think.
Yeah, at the end of this little encounter. But he first says, like, hey.
Oh, yeah.
Let me take a good look at you. Apparently you guys are fugitives, and Bevel and the Church of Yevon are telling us to kill you on sight.
Yep.
And Waka was like, what'd you say? What'd you say? But he's like, definitely just giving him a warning.
Yeah.
But he said,
he's like, y'all don't look like murderers or fugitives or something like that. So
it was like news from Bevel. Bevel is in disarray. He said, avoid the temples.
Yeah.
But what did you say about his little interaction with Lulu right at the end?
I don't remember exactly. He said something just like, I don't know. I just remember thinking they had.
This is your summoner. Like, hope the pilgrimage goes well for her sake and yours. Something like that.
Oh, okay.
Something along those lines.
Okay, something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
But that's it.
That's it. Well, that's it. But you know when they've kind of introduced this idea that people who have died are actually sticking around
until they're sent.
Mm-hmm. Like, so Seymour's dead, but he's still sticking around.
Mm-hmm.
Maester Micah,
yeah.
Micah is dead, still sticking around.
Mm-hmm.
Who else is sticking around? And
Who knows?
I did go back to that cutscene I was thinking about when I started speculating this. I went back to the cutscene where Yuna sends Jeskal.
Yeah, Lord Jeskal.
And
again, Audrey is going to theorize here. Do not confirm or deny. Enjoy this.
My boy, Orin, kind of like, kind of like thing.
Negative reaction.
I kind of think I see some fireflies too. So I'm pretty sure Orin is some kind of dead. And he's working with us somehow, similarly.
So those are the dots you're connecting.
Those are the dots I'm connecting.
Do not confirm or deny. Audrey is just theorizing based on what the game has already shown us.
Yes. I will say no one else reacted that way in that room.
Right outside the far plane.
Right, but that's not to say that none of the other ones could be.
Sure.
So that's just what I'm going with right now.
Yeah, keep rolling with the theories, Audrey. We love it.
Oh, I'm pretty confident about this one.
Zoller, joke's on you. Kamari, completely shaved, looks just like Yuna. It's a Kamari sequel.
Ooh. Blossom says, I feel like there's a small plot hole where the Guardians who aren't Tidus are surprised that Yuna would marry Seymour just to bring peace to Spira. You as a player don't know yet that she's prepared to die for it, but they do. So it shouldn't be surprising to them she'd do anything up to and including death.
I mean, she was still...
yeah.
She was looking for any opportunity to bring joy. She was thinking of marrying Seymour, right? This was back when we were in Guadalsalam.
Right.
But she was also thinking, like, marry him, but also continue the pilgrimage.
Right. So Blossom is saying, like, it seems weird that they're surprised that she would agree to marry Seymour, because she's already ready to die. What's marrying someone for someone's happiness?
Sure, I get it.
I get it. However, I kind of feel like when it comes to matters of the heart and like love, I don't know. I just feel different. I don't know. Maybe it's different from like this like her duty as a summoner is different from maybe a little different.
I feel like there was probably a lot of internal turmoil. The only character we really got to see that from was Lulu, because we had our affection conversation.
Right.
The other option there was Riku, and she would have had something to say too. But Lulu, upon first conversation, said, marriage doesn't have to come from love.
Yeah.
Right? But then when we talk to Lulu more, she kind of opens up a little. Mm-hmm. She's unsure, and she said, but I would prefer Yuna to marry for love. Mm-hmm. Even she's torn on it. So it's not definitive.
Maybe it's something because they all grew up with you, or they saw Yuna grow up.
Yeah.
And so like when it comes to, seeing someone you watch, like you kind of raised-ish, or like you saw someone grow up, it's like, oh, marriage, unlike Tidus, who just kind of like, met her, I guess. I don't know.
Great. I appreciate you bringing that up,
that's
Blossom.
cool.
It's definitely stuff to think about in terms of the relationships between the characters, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, fractured. Anthony's the one remembering most of the things. I'm just kind of like,
I'm
oh,
trying.
yeah.
I'm trying.
Yeah. Kalandra, how's it going? I love
Hey,
this game,
thanks for
and I
tuning
love
back in.
seeing people talk about it for the first time. It's been really fun. We're just doing a little bit of a recap before we jump back into the game.
Yeah, because we're only playing this once a week.
Yeah.
We want to make sure everything's fresh in our mind.
It helps.
Our goal for these duo streams that we do is to really enjoy and appreciate the story.
Yeah.
We don't want to miss anything. Chat's helping us remember things. You know,
Yeah.
we really appreciate it.
Yeah. We know nothing, Jon Snow. Thank you very much, everyone, for not exposing anything that I've said as correct or incorrect.
Yep.
So I said, when is the Chocobo Rage stream?
Eventually.
What's all this then?
Eventually, maybe.
Are we doing more Chocobo racing?
Okay, so we're at a point where we're beginning to have access to a lot of side things, as you can imagine, this Calmlands area.
Right.
I've kind of scoped ahead to just prepare. Just to remind you guys all, we are focusing on the story. We may not be doing any side stuff on stream, and I may do some of the side stuff off stream. That's just how we've been doing these, and we just kind of want to maintain a good flow, a good pace of story connections. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, thanks, Valborn.
Thank you, Valborn. We love it too.
Thank you.
We're glad to hear it. We
And
appreciate the
Scanlines.
feedback.
Yeah, Blossom. I guess in a way, also marrying Seymour would have her lose her way
Mhm.
because ultimately that wouldn't have killed Sin.
Yeah, that's
see that
why
point as
she
well.
asked the dude, Seymour's like assistant guy, like, hey, do you think Seymour would be okay with me continuing my pilgrimage?
Yeah.
And he said, I don't see why not. So she is definitely concerned with that still.
She is. Well, she wants to do it all, I guess. Hey, Dragonov, how is it
Dragonov.
going today? And yes, Jimmy, we are traders. Traders of Yevon.
Yeah, in the eyes of Yevon.
In the eyes of Yevon. Chocobos. We're excited to see Chocobos. Yeah. Chocobo racing. Sounds like there is some sort of Chocobo racing.
A form of it, yeah.
I don't think I've seen anything of that. I wonder if
Maybe we'll see it.
my
There's a
skills
chance.
will translate from
Hey,
my
King
previous
Baboon. Welcome back.
games.
Yes, they are. They are a pain.
Oh,
Yeah.
King Baboon. All right. Praise to be to Yevon. Yeah. just
Ready to hop in?
Do one of these. All right. With that, we'll jump in.
So I didn't do very much grinding.
Oh, good.
I did look ahead in terms of how to allow us to just some direction, because we have a lot of options right now.
Right.
Oh, are you updating the chat?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Nice. Wait, you're playing 10 right now, Dragonov? So there was a bunch of things you could do in this area right now. There are monsters, random battles here. That's the Chocobo I was using. You don't have to use it, but you can if you want.
Wait, you can use a Chocobo?
Yeah, I rented a Chocobo.
Oh.
But there's one. I hope you don't mind. I'm just going to backseat to point you to the
Please.
things you might want to do here. On the mini-map, just to your left, the dot in the center of that circle.
Yeah.
Head towards that.
The dot in the center of that circle.
On the left, just the left. The west.
Oh.
South.
Wait, what? Oh, the dot. Oh, like the dark, like this?
Yeah.
Oh. I
head
thought
towards that.
a map indicator. They can't see the mini map.
Yeah,
but I
sorry.
see. This?
Yeah.
It looks scary.
Just check it out.
This
Just
is
check
like
it out. Go closer.
some Junji Ito spirals. Are these spirals?
It's just decorations on the ground. It was a former
wait.
battlefield.
Oh, I see.
That
What am I
makes sense.
supposed to look at?
You'll see if you keep exploring around
Oh,
it.
okay.
Boom.
Oh, this lady. The summoner lady. Is she gonna challenge us to another summon off?
Oh,
It's all
you
good, Floyd.
again. You're quite the notorious traitor these days.
Her voice is so good.
What's it to you?
Oh, you shouldn't take what the maesters say too seriously.
Such blasphemy.
For summoners,
Yeah.
destroying sin is everything. We are no tools of Yevon. Understand? Yes. So, are you up to the task?
We're seeing some separation now between the summoners and
I will
Yevon.
do my
Yeah,
best.
it's
You've got spirit,
reassuring.
Yeah.
but you'll need more to beat
Like
sin.
we're not completely
An
alone in
Aeon
this.
duel.
Yeah.
Here we go,
Show me
Aeon
what you're
duel.
made of.
We got a little bit of that from Orin throughout, but
Yeah.
seeing it
Excellent.
here.
But before we begin,
There was that moment
generous.
when
I've just healed your Aeons for you. Let us begin.
what was the maester that Seymour killed, or the guy who Seymour
Keenock?
killed? Keenock. Orin was like, we had our differences, but Keenock was still my friend.
Yeah, that was awesome.
I was like, damn, dude.
Loyalty to his friends.
Yeah.
That was awesome to see from Orin. No, let me catch up in chat.
Right. Go ahead.
Dragonov is playing Assassin's Creed
Your
3.
Aeon
Nice.
knows, summoner.
I mean, I just feel like I should always go Bahamut. Well, I could also consider the weakness here. So if Shiva's like ice, then I should do Ifrit. Oh, but then
They'd be weak
we'll
to
be
each
weak.
other,
Yeah,
yeah.
we'll be. Oh.
Bahamut does have access to all of the elements spells, just to remind you.
I mean, what did someone say? Bahamut was the I want to win this battle button.
That's right, yeah.
So
yeah.
I'm gonna push it. I'm pushing it every time.
Yeah. Blossom says, I don't know if this game even has anything appropriate for this, but would you consider some kind of appendix stream where you do a stream of side content? Only thing I can recall is like a Night of Blitzball. We could consider it.
That would be fun.
Audrey's done that for the original Final Fantasy VII.
We did.
After she beat it, she came back to do a bonus stream doing some side stuff.
I did.
So we can imagine that.
Yeah, that would be fun. Let's see here.
Blossom also says, it's hilarious to me these minor characters have some of the best voice acting. Like Michin and Belgamin, yeah, for sure. Zoller has passed me up a lot in Dragoon.
Oh,
I'll catch up.
Dang.
I'll catch up.
Oh, select attributes in the Aeons menu to raise the attributes of your Aeons. Use this to compensate for Aeons' weaknesses by raising the physically weak Shiva's HP or increasing the usually slow Ifrit's agility. Oh,
just reminding us that we can upgrade our Aeons.
Yeah.
Sailor Jimmy, Anthony, why did you take away my opportunity to enjoy Audrey's misery?
Oh, what's
What are you
going
talking
to
about?
happen? Is this Chocobo racing business?
Hey, the pirate, what's up? Welcome back.
Or is there a card game?
Big Ding is here. Happy Wednesday.
Hey,
What's
happy
up, Big Dingy?
Wednesday. It's Wednesday, my dudes. Sorry, that just came out.
It's natural, right?
It did.
Yeah, Blossom, thank you for answering Ket's question. Ket, how's it going? We are indeed playing the HD remaster on Steam.
Yes.
The reason we chose this is because it has autosaves.
Autosaves.
Yeah, the other console versions of the HD remaster do not have autosaves. Yeah, Floyd knows. I think everyone knows. The side quests in this game are particularly grindy or challenging.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Maybe we'll just talk about them.
Have we
When we're done.
unlocked any side quests yet?
I've done some stuff along
mean,
the way to prepare.
I remember there was that, like, butterfly catching business.
Some of the key items we've collected are related to side quests for later. Oh, yeah, Sailor Jimmy. I just did it. Don't worry about it. To be able to ride the chocobos, you need a tiny minigame. Yeah, which I just did.
Oh, yeah?
We can still have Audrey do it. How about we do that?
Okay.
Just so Audrey gets a taste of what the heck it was. Let's do that after this.
We love a minigame.
Yeah, Pirate, praise be to autosave.
Praise be. Praise be.
Oh, Blossom, tutorial text box this far into the game? I think maybe it was new info. I don't remember.
Whoa!
Overkill, dude.
Get
That
outta
might have
here.
been new.
Do you think
Bahamut
that-
used solar beam.
Do you think the Aeons are mad at me for fighting them? Like later on, if I summon Shiva, she's gonna be like, huh, did you have to use Mega Flare?
Impressive. Remarkable talent.
I don't know what you mean, Sailor Jimmy, so probably no.
You may have what it takes to beat sin.
Ooh, perfect time.
Take this. You have earned it. Thank
Obtained Aeon's
you.
soul?
I think you will do just fine.
What does that do?
But if you ever feel like you want more training,
Ooh,
seek the hidden temple of Remy.
is that a side quest?
It is.
Farewell.
Remium.
There it is. So it's answering what the Aeon soul
Possessing
is.
the Aeon's soul? Huh? Oh, I see. Allows you to raise Aeon's stats. Select attributes.
Maybe that tutorial text earlier was early.
Yeah, this is what they were talking about,
Yeah.
right? Then select Aeon. Then the selected Aeon's stats are displayed. Stats that cannot be raised are shown in gray.
Whoa, Dragonov! Girlfriend's water broke?
Oh!
Take care of business. Congratulations. Be safe.
Yes, be safe. Calmly.
Do what you gotta do.
Yes.
Yeah, be calm.
Good luck, Dragonov.
Good
Good
luck.
luck, girlfriend.
You guys will do great.
Yes.
Congratulations.
You got this.
Wow.
Good luck with everything. Dude. keep the chat open. Let us know. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. In this example, Ixion's strength is 20. When you choose a stat to raise, the item cost for the procedure is displayed on the right of the screen. The item cost will increase according to the Aeon's current stat values. In other words, the higher the stat value, the higher the item cost will be to raise it. After selecting a stat to raise, you'll be asked for final confirmation. Select yes to raise the Aeon's selected stat. This concludes the attributes tutorial.
Beautiful. Now we know.
Easily done. Okay, so what's this minigame we're talking about?
Head towards the northwest of the map. There's an NPC overlooking the cliff.
Northwest of the map?
Yeah, there, that one.
That NPC? The Chocobo NPC?
Yes.
Okay.
So I had to talk to this NPC and just try a minigame in order to gain access to riding a Chocobo.
Gotcha. Will they let me just do it?
Yeah. Let me train one.
Are they
so I think my understanding is it isn't guaranteed that you'll do the same thing I did. There's like 4 or 5 different mini games, and it's random which one you'll do.
Okay.
I think.
Wobbly, Chocobo,
oh, never mind. Wobbly.
Chocobo.
I had to do wobbly. I had to do wobbly and get a certain time in order to unlock riding a Chocobo.
This is already promising. I don't think
I've
I've seen the word wobbly in a Final Fantasy game yet. Oh, there's your record there.
Yeah. It was just under the original requirement.
Show me the controls. The Chocobo runs automatically. It runs zigzag, so try to keep it on course. Oh. It avoids going completely out of bounds. Press right button and right trigger to change views. Oh. Do I need to?
I did not change views.
Okay. So just keep me in the middle as much as possible.
Yeah.
Okay. How bad is it gonna be? Oh, pretty bad.
You can use D-pad or the stick. I use the stick. I only did it like 2 or 3 times to just get the minimum required. Boom. You did it. You didn't beat my time, but you did it. I think the original requirement was 12.9.
Oh, okay.
So you would have done it first try.
What is the perfect time for this?
I don't know, dude. I just did what was necessary.
Dodge your Chocobo.
You can try this one if you want.
You haven't done it.
I have not done this one.
Okay. Everything will be pretty much the same as the first exercise, except that your Chocobo will run straight now. But watch out for incoming balls. Dodge them. Your Chocobo will be stunned if he's hit, so do your best to avoid them. Also, don't hesitate to ask me about the controls, okay? We'll shoot for 16.
Kilandra likes the Calmlands background music.
Oh, yeah.
Not this song, right?
No,
but the song outside. I like it too.
This is the Chocobo one. Although this Chocobo theme is not bad. Balls come flying at you.
Yeah, I guess we can just chill here and have Audrey try some mini games.
There's only 2, right? Oh!
No.
Ah! What the heck? They curve! What? They're curving the bullet right now. Oh my god, this is mean.
You're getting bullied.
Dang.
I think you clicked in the left stick too accidentally.
Oh, I see. Thank you. Jeez. Let's do it again.
Yeah, I guess these mini games gives everyone nightmares. Sailor Jimmy says you will know when you achieve perfection.
I think if I just oh shoot, okay.
But then you'll be low on time if you zigzag too hard.
Oh yeah? Oh god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah, they definitely
Oh my god, this is really...
It's not even smooth. They just suddenly change direction.
They're changing, they're remote controlled blitz balls or something. That was worse. Okay, it's okay. One more.
Floyd says apparently using the D-pad makes it easier.
Oh,
Are you using the D-pad?
Okay, no, I'll use it now. Oh, juked him. Oh, okay, nope. No! Right at the... Dude, they're like...
Sailor Jimmy with a resub.
Perfect time.
Huh?
Oh, thank you so much for the resub, Sailor
Welcome to hell, Sailor Jimmy. Thank you. Thanks, Jimmy.
Oh, Jimmy. I think I did it. I got perfect the time.
Nice.
Yay. Okay. Oops, I clicked in the...
Zoller with the host, too. Here you go. Here's your
Oh,
mini
thank
dance
you so
party.
much.
Thanks.
Perfect victory theme song. How's the game audio, by the way? Is it quiet or loud by chance? Please let me know. Oh.
So I think there's a couple mini games here. You
Oh,
may
yeah?
have just like unlocked the next one or something.
Oh, final exercise.
Oh, maybe there's just 3? I genuinely don't know.
All right.
Thanks, Fracture. It sounds good.
Cool,
oh, Floyd's is a
thank you.
little low, though.
Okay.
Did it change?
I'm going to boost it.
Oh, because you were
wonder-
playing Parasite Eve?
No. Oh,
Or should it not?
that's a different... I think maybe I didn't... I don't know.
Godborn says it's a little soft.
A little soft. Thank you.
We'll bump it a little. If it gets to the point where you guys can't hear us clearly, let us know.
Yeah.
Sure.
How's this? Let me know. If it's still soft, please let me know and I'll boost it some more. Really appreciate the feedback. Thank you.
You ready for the final exercise?
I don't know.
Good now, thank you.
Cool. Thank you all.
Gotcha, Fractured. Yeah. It's
Oh,
finding
whenever
that
you
balance
tie
is
or
hard.
break your record, you'll get a prize like this.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
Nice. Thanks, Fractured.
Hyper Dodger. Balls and things come flying, so dodge them. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna use the D-pad. What are the things that are not the balls?
Birds.
Oh, birds. Oh.
Oh,
what?
dude.
They split? What the heck?
Frag blitz balls.
Oh,
And then the bird.
this is horrible. This is seriously horrible. No, get out of my...
You gotta like dramatically
Yeah.
zigzag it,
I
right?
think this one you really gotta take like sharp turns.
That's why the time to target time is so high. Nightmare-inducing, Zoller says.
Dude, no kidding, Zoller.
Balls and things? It's just balls and bird.
Yeah.
Valborn loves a minigame. Remember when you said FF minigames were fun? Floyd asks.
I said that?
Did Audrey say that?
Oh god, maybe I did. Oh my god, these birds are effing me up. Oh, the birds and the balls. Alternate to birds and the bees. Oh my gosh. I think I got hit every single time.
With the bird, yeah.
Okay. I don't even know. Should I just like go? Oh. I think oh, get out. Here we go. Oh, okay. Too early.
Too tight, I think.
Yeah.
You gotta go wider.
Oh, God. That was...
Yeah, you'd make it.
Oh, my
If you
God.
think it like super wide.
Oh, my God. They're like spawn camping me right now, though.
Yes, let the hate flow through you.
Dude, I am going full Sith right now. Okay, come on. I can do this.
I know you can.
I can do
How many
it.
tries is the question, right?
First try, right here. Oh, that felt close. Come on. Ah, the... Please.
Oh.
Oh.
I think just too late.
No, really?
Yep.
No!
I think, okay, so I think
No!
the bird spawns facing one direction. So I think you need to, like, time it so that you're on one side when it spawns. And then don't start turning until you see it spawn.
Don't start
If that
turning.
makes sense.
Okay.
Because it spawns at an angle already.
Oh.
So time it so you're on one side when it spawns.
But it's still like...
It's still homing on you,
Homing.
yes. But then you have more room to outrun it horizontally if you're on one side.
Oh, no. Oh. Yeah, that was bad. Okay, this is horrible.
This isn't even the hardest part, Floyd says.
What? What
Big
do you-
Dingy wants to see Audrey rage. Minigames is where Audrey rages for sure.
It's true.
This is it. This is Reyony Rumble here.
Yeah. Oh my
No,
god.
no, no.
That would be good. Dude. Oh, what was it?
Oh, you changed the camera. That's kind of nice.
How does this help?
What, the overhead view one? Or the higher angle?
Oops. No, right at the end. They're just like right in my face, dude.
Exodent's loving it.
Exodent. I can't. Okay, wait. I think I have something here. What? Wait, did I mess up?
I don't know. I didn't see the time.
I didn't see it either.
Oh,
nice. Okay.
If there is one constant in the universe, it's that birds and RPGs are jerks.
Oh my god, it's so true. Birds and bats.
Yeah.
Bane of my existence. Oh, now for the fun part. Oh
right,
no.
We'll see.
It says you finished all the exercises though. No, you've completed all the training exercises, but there's one last favor I want to ask. Is this the race?
Here we go. Love a good race.
Do I have to like spam a button or something?
I don't know. I don't know if I've ever done this.
Whenever you tire. Okay, I see. Okay. All right. Let's capture.
What?
We're near the Calmlands. Exit to Macalania Woods. This is the starting line, and the finish line is the far right edge of the plain. Over there? Yes, over there. Basically, if you get there before I do, you win. But that's not all. Each balloon you pick up along the way shaves 3 seconds off your final time, but each bird that hits you adds 3 seconds to your final time. We take the total time, subtract bonuses, and add penalties to decide the outcome of the race. So even if you reach the finish line first, you can still win if you catch enough balloons.
Okay. Pretty straightforward.
Well, yeah, but what's the...
Concept-wise.
Yeah, like, what do I need to do strategically? Do I want to actually go through for all the balloons, or should I just, like...
I feel like... Well, okay, just try it. Just try it. I think I know some things.
Okay. It runs a straight line. Okay, same. Cannot change time limit is 2 minutes.
You cannot change camera views, okay?
Yeah. Let me see the course. Ooh.
Is this giving you motion sickness?
Very slightly. Okay, easy enough.
Straightforward. Good luck.
Thank you. Can I shove her chocobo?
Is she grabbing the balloons too? Are there...
Oh,
she's grabbing balloons too! Okay.
No. What?
She swiped all the balloons.
Oh, ouch! No, not out. Oh god, here come the birds.
Oh, she got hit too.
Oh god. I haven't touched one balloon. Oh, the bird disappears.
When you're in the middle of...
When they get hit.
When you got hit.
When me or she gets hit. Right? Dude! I can't do this right now.
This camera sucks too.
Yeah, the camera does suck.
Are you using D-pad?
Yes, I am. Dude!
I wonder if the stick is better here.
It all sucks.
It all sucks. Woo, dude. Wow. It's not gonna work.
Wow!
She had a great time.
Yeah, she actually cut her time.
Accident! Skillfully slaloming in between the balloons. She's Audrey's playing her own game.
Like
Audrey's playing her own game.
This is not impossible. But this ain't it, right?
Godborn, great question. Do you guys have a favorite Final Fantasy minigame so far?
That is a good question.
That might be a good tier maker.
I'm gonna show you all.
Final
I'm gonna
Fantasy
show you
minigames.
all how I'm doing this. Okay. How does she get in front of me like that? Okay.
Skill.
Oh. Heck yeah.
Chance.
Oh, you know what? Maybe that's good. Maybe I should race behind her for a little bit, you know?
I mean, getting there first counts for something, so I think it's okay to like do the wide dodges of the birds.
I think I just freak out at the end when I get close to the balloon.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm just
You're
like,
not sure if you're lined
yeah,
up?
I'm just like,
I feel like that was pretty good.
You think so? Okay.
I mean, this counts for something that you got here
well,
before.
what
her.
if she's getting every single balloon on the way here?
She's not. Oh, she got a lot. Oh, crap.
Dude.
She got a lot.
Dude.
But she got hit by a lot of birds, too. I think you win, dude.
Yeah!
Yeah. She got hit by a lot.
Let's
10 and 6.
Go.
You had 6 and 1.
Okay.
Good job. Great time, too.
Thank you. That's right. You'll have to
Yeah,
train
Floyd
harder.
says it, but it's possible to get 0 time
Oh. What?
if you get enough balloons.
Right. There must be like a critical path. Like
Yeah, are the balloons the same position every time?
there
It looked like it.
it
right?
looks like it. So there must be like a specific path. You pick up exactly these balloons in
I
this
wonder.
and you have to angle everything perfectly and you'll get a 0 or you'll get the best time kind of thing.
I see it.
Yeah. Thank you all. You need like 13 balloons, 0 birds, and beat it under 36 seconds.
Makes sense.
Oh, it is RNG.
Oh, it is. Oh, bummer. Love it. Love some RNG.
Okay.
You got the achievement for it.
I did. Chocobo license.
You did it.
Oh, yeah. Was this
Okay.
person I was there? Oh,
Oh, no.
hey, I saw it. I saw the race. You were amazing. I can't believe you won. But you were lucky. I mean, sometimes she's hot, and sometimes she's not. Oh, does she get better?
Oh, I mean, sometimes she gets balloons, sometimes she gets hit by birds.
Right.
There's a lot of random encounters in this area that can be challenging, but you're on a chocobo, so
It doesn't
you're good
happen.
to
Okay.
go. There is access to
save.
an optional area here
Yes.
that Belgamine mentioned,
Oh.
but there's nothing for us to do there now, quite yet.
Is
There
it-
was an Albed primer there, and I went to go get it.
Okay, an optional area, you say?
Mm-hmm. But other than that, I believe that's it, and we can just move on.
I save in 1 and 2, right?
That's correct. Gotcha. The birds are spawned in set places and times. Gotcha.
Ah.
The balloon path is RNG, and you can tell which pattern is the wrong one immediately. Oh, there's set patterns. Oh. As soon as it starts. But you can't just
Okay.
start over, and you have to do the race even if it's wrong for a scotch.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there's an ideal layout. of
Yeah.
balloons.
Sounds like it.
So we are just going to continue forward with the red marker on the minimap. Objective. That green square on the minimap is yet another optional area that we're not going to do right now.
Okay.
And there is another optional thing coming up
Oh.
that I believe will be worth doing it for the sake of story. Maybe you guys know what I'm talking about. Don't say it yet, but it'll be soon. I think it's just kicking you off the chocobo
Oh.
because you can't bring it with you.
Oh, why not?
Just
Sad.
in here. Oh, so there's sections that are randomized. JB says, okay.
Oh, okay. So is there an optimal section like section A, B, and C
That's what it sounds like.
needs to be there? Whoa.
Halt!
Ugh. Is this the right hand?
Summons from Lord
water?
Seymour.
No.
Come with us.
We have nothing to discuss with Maester Seymour.
Thank you.
Yeah, so out of our way.
Lord Seymour's commands must be obeyed. You will come.
I warn you. The Maester doesn't need you alive.
Whoa, what a threat.
Oh. We've seen these, right?
I don't know. I don't recognize
No? Okay, maybe not.
that. Alright, this is straight up a boss fight.
Okay. Should we just grand summon it?
Do you have a sensor? Unit should have a sensor weapon if you want to target it. Oh, no
Resistant
sensor?
to physical attacks. Made of stone.
Well, we see the HP. So
Yeah.
that means sensor is working
Yeah.
in the description.
Just no weakness.
Yeah.
Well, I guess resistance. Physical. I'm just gonna go in.
Sure. This is just to remind you of some abilities that maybe you don't remember. Orin does have some breaks. I wonder if they land. He has a magic break too. I think it might further lower the magic defense.
Well, you mean like a physical? Physical?
I don't know. Okay. I just wanted to remind you of these. Other than that, do what you like.
Because it's strong to physical, so just lower the magic defense and go in with magic. Is what
That's
you're saying?
my thought, because I thought you were gonna summon an Aeon to like do
Oh yeah, I could do
damage
that.
or something. I don't know though. Sometimes those don't land though. You know what I mean? On
It
bosses.
seems like it did something.
Yeah. It might say it if you target it, whether it has it.
I
you don't have sensor anymore.
Should I just use the overdrive?
Yeah, feel free. Whatever you want to do. Nice,
Yes.
dude. Is that your first?
No,
All three?
I think I did it once before.
Whoa, that's pretty good.
Yeah. And so rage. Let's see. Fire breath?
A little self-destruct.
Okay.
Big
Oh!
hit. Big hit. Kimari's not particularly strong right now. He's
Huge.
falling off. Oh yeah, I got Kiraga on Kimari now.
That's pretty sweet. Well, let's just...
Oh my goodness.
Damn, he's picking on Kamari. Okay, I wonder... Let's see. I wonder if Dark Attack would work. Or Sleep Attack? These don't typically work on...
Yeah, and then also, conversely, sometimes the description of the enemy ship says vulnerable to this or that.
Yeah. I'm just gonna go for this summon.
Go for it.
Ooh, there's a way to cheese this fight, but I'll mention it after. Thank you, Jimmy. But yes, same Blossom. What kind of cheese? You could use some provolone. I've only sensor slots for that slow, or any other like slot-based mechanic or
Tifa's limit break?
Yeah, I was thinking Tifa as well. I feel like this Bahamut is very colorful
It is, huh?
relative to other Bahamuts I've seen.
Ornate.
Yeah. I don't know why that disc thing reminds me of like Final Fantasy VIII stuff.
8?
I
Oh,
don't-
okay.
Like just the disc looking thing. Maybe because
I
some
was
of the
thinking, 12.
some of the buildings have like this thing.
That's right. You're right. You're right.
Ooh.
Big damage.
Yeah, huge.
Big damage.
Yeah, this thing's... Oh! And Bahamut's dead.
Yeah.
Bahamut's dead, and that's sad.
You got some damage out.
Yeah.
Kalandra, this boss theme is one of my favorites. It's hype.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's a good tempo. Good rhythm.
Vanishing Blade?
All right, get yourself ready. Custom, where's the A? Where's the B?
You're right. They didn't
Nice.
have neither. They had neither A nor B in that one.
You did it, though. Good job.
Thank you. Do overdrives count as physical attacks?
It depends on the overdrive.
Okay.
Waka's was it magic? Lulu's magic for sure.
Yeah. Let's get Lulu in here. Let's do...
Oh, gotcha, Sailor Jimmy. Thank you.
Ooh. Demi Fury.
Usually Demi is one of those that doesn't really work on boxes.
Really?
Bosses. We'll see though.
I've
If you want
heard-
to try it, I
I've-
mean, you can do a regular cast of Demi to see before using that.
Yeah.
Floyd says, my rule for Final Fantasy boss fights: first attempt, try various spells, attacks, buffs, see what works,
Yeah.
and expect to fail.
Yeah.
Second, you wreck them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Makes sense.
Definitely. That was immune. You're right. That was my experience with 7 Remake. Pretty much like many of the encounters the first time when it was like a new thing, I would struggle really hard. And then
Change the materia, re-strategize.
and then yeah, once you assess and you know the weakness, then you're like set up for the next thing.
Floyd, I have not. I'll have to look into that. Gotten any of Waka's overdrives off stream. Blossom, I've not actually played the game, but another game with a great boss song with a similar tempo is Lost Odyssey. I have heard the battle theme in Lost Odyssey, so I think I know what you're talking about. Has a similar flow. Yeah, Lost Odyssey was on my list, Blossom, of games I might stream. But for that particular time, Legend of Dragoon beat it out.
Dude, I hate Lulu's overdrive.
Yeah, the stronger spells, you don't get as many. Lost Odyssey needs a modern port to escape 360 hell. Well, I mean, technically on an Xbox One and a Xbox Series console, you can buy it digitally, right? And play it backwards compatible. The game still looks good. Yeah, I was thinking that Jimmy, clears throat. If you used focus.
If I used focus.
To increase Lulu's magic damage before casting that.
You know, I keep forgetting about that. Jimmy keeps reminding me and I keep forgetting.
A lot of these tougher encounters, just a reminder since you took advantage of it last stream, is about stacking the buffs.
Yeah.
Like setting up ideal conditions.
Huh.
Oh, gotcha, Blossom. Yeah, you just want it ported to anything else, right? Yeah.
Let's see if this does. Actually.
Oh, there it is. You saw the breaks.
Yeah. I'm just gonna go for the cheer.
The good old cheer.
Yeah.
I think it's a good call.
I have Shell on Yuna and Lulu. I feel like that's paid off already.
Mm-hmm. Give.
Or sorry, I meant protect.
Oh, you have
sorry.
protect, yeah.
I keep forgetting which one is for magic and which one is for physical defense.
Yeah, Jimmy, you should watch it. Audrey did a great job on that one. She did it first try.
Oh, the Seymour.
Natus fight?
What was it called?
Seymour Natus? I don't remember. Oh, yeah, haste.
Should I?
Yeah, then everyone gets more turns to buff up sooner.
Cool. Or maybe I should have hasted Titus.
Woo!
Okay. Why don't we focus?
Yeah, that reflex is also good. The evasion.
I feel like I've focused on like buffing up my party in this game more than any other Final Fantasy.
Yeah, it seems like it's built for that kind of play.
Mostly because of cheer, I guess.
Yeah, and all the equivalents. But first, it was cheer. Cheer was what taught us that first.
Yeah.
Floyd says, I remember someone telling me I was too under-leveled for a certain boss in Final Fantasy VII because the boss was level 56 and I was only level 26. And they struggled versus that boss. Yet I beat the boss quite easily and was accused of hacking.
Oh! Isn't that the best feeling, Floyd, when
Yeah.
someone says you can't do it and then you
do
it?
Yeah. I think sometimes it's also a matter of like different people find different things challenging. Floyd, I kind of had that in my Dark Souls streams.
What? How did I struggle with that so hard?
I don't know. Maybe I was talking. But my Dark Souls streams, like the bosses in that game, people struggle with this and that one, and then you don't struggle with them, but you struggle with other ones. Yeah. Jimmy says it's lag. Is it input lag, Audrey?
Yes, thank you, Jimmy. Definitely lag. Definitely lag. Or was he saying I was lagging?
Maybe both.
Probably both. Alright. So... Haste.
Did you count how many stacks of cheer you have and focus?
No. Something like 3 or 4 of each, I think.
Flood, I have no idea what that is.
Blast Punch. Uh-oh.
Well, that's true, Zola. Another great example. People talk up how difficult a few of the additions are in Legend of Dragoon, and yet I had no trouble with some of them. And
Yeah?
And then other ones, yeah, it just depends on the person, right? Oh, Jimmy says there's one fight in here that made me so angry as a kid.
Ooh.
You haven't reached it yet, though.
Okay.
Well, let us know. Let
Yes.
us know when we get there.
Or maybe I will understand immediately.
Do you know how much health it has left?
Yeah. That much.
Oh, wow.
That's a lot, right?
Yeah. Consider reflex. I know Jimmy loves the reflex.
What was reflex? Evasion?
Lulu has it? Yeah, evasion.
Okay.
It stacks just like the other ones.
Do I have protect on everyone? I do. Well, what else can we do here?
With Yuna?
Yeah.
You can just keep having her defend until she's needed to heal.
Well, I can just... Shouldn't I just...
But then, if you swap someone in, they don't have the
Oh,
buffs.
I
Right?
see. Yeah, that's... I'm just... Oh, reflex, you're saying.
Up to you what you want to do.
Let's just try it.
But it probably needs 5 casts, just like the other stuff.
Right.
Blossom. There was a fight you had trouble with. I let my brother try it, who didn't play JRPGs at all. He beat it first try.
What?
It happens.
Sometimes you just need, like, an outside perspective, maybe.
Yeah.
All hasted? Can I slow this guy? That's a no.
Immune, bummer.
Of course. Oh. Tia!
Tia?
Thank you so much for the
Tiago?
follow. Tiago?
Which one is it? Let us know. Here's your mini dance party. Thank you very much for the follow. Boss theme. Mini dance party.
Yeah.
Love it. Thank you.
Poison probably won't work, right?
I'm guessing not. I'm not sure. It's Tiago.
It's like a rock.
Thank you for clarifying.
Thank you so much for clarifying, Tiago. How are you doing? I'm guessing poison won't work on a rock, like a golem beast, rock golem kind of thing. Golem?
Gollum?
Golem? I think we're max cheered. So I think... Okay.
Gotcha, Blossom.
Let's just try smacking it. Oh!
It's still
what?
damage.
Well, it was a crit, but yeah, that was really good.
The Tidus is particularly strong right now. Oh, does he get countered? He probably gets countered, that's why.
Oh.
So not only has the high defense, but you get countered.
Was that a counter?
I'm not sure. I didn't actually.
Because I've seen it do blast punch before.
Oh, then maybe not. Maybe not then.
Well, maybe... Oh. Oh, maybe it's just countering everything, I think.
Well, Jimmy, I know what you're saying, but I'm going to delete it.
Uh-oh.
Maybe Audrey doesn't want to know that right now.
Oh.
I'm for the sake of Audrey, I just want to...
I want to know.
I feel like Audrey would prefer not to know that right now.
I want to know.
Yeah. Sorry, Jimmy.
It sounds spicy. I want to know. But yes, I will refrain from spoiling
Hey, Honey
myself.
Butters, what's up?
Hey, how's
Thanks
it going,
for tuning
Honey Butters?
in. It is going well. How are you doing tonight? Thanks for popping in.
How many times have we said battle of attrition in this game?
A lot, I feel like.
I feel like a lot too, because I'm always feeling like just get in a routine and then chip away. right?
Yeah, it
buff,
is.
Buff
Setting
up.
it up.
Yeah, set up. Like take whatever
Survive.
15 turns to like buff up your party, and then just chip away. Wow, that was good.
Honey Butters is asking how you're enjoying it. Honey Butters, we really enjoyed raiding your stream the other day. Last week, right?
That is correct.
Right before
yeah.
that iconic cutscene.
Yeah.
We apologize again for potentially interrupting the flow of that cutscene.
I felt so bad because I was like, oh my god, Honey Butters is about to see the cutscene.
Yeah, the cutscene that we had just seen.
Yeah, and we raided, and then Honey Butters was like,
How do I pause? How do I pause?
How do I pause?
I remember.
I was like, oh no, whoops. We didn't want to ruin the pace for you, but it was fun. It was fun. It was
really fun watching your stream.
Yeah.
But yeah, how are you enjoying the game so far? Butters is asking.
Oh, I am enjoying it. I'm in this boss fight here. I don't know if there's a better way to handle it. I wonder how you did, Honey Butters. I'm just kind of trying to
chip away.
Yeah, chip away. I buffed up my party. I used what is it called? I used focus, a couple reflexes, and cheer.
But it turns out Tidus does some pretty good damage.
Yeah, for it saying that physical attack.
I wonder if it's because did you do an armor break? Maybe that's why.
I did do armor break.
That could be why. Okay, Butters is confirmed past where you are right now. And they say totally fine. Appreciated the raid. Hey, no problem.
No problem at all. We're almost there, I think.
Chipping away, doing good.
I mean, if I use a summon. Actually, no.
Well, Bahamut's dead, right?
Yeah, Bahamut. Oh, I mean, I could summon something else.
Ooh, Mighty Guard. Check.
Okay.
Yuna might have Dispel.
Yeah. She definitely does.
But it'll remove all the other ones too.
Oh.
Which is fine.
What? Straight immune because of it?
I'm not. Oh no, because he had a water element and he had no water.
Oh, dude. Well, I think it's worth it.
It'll be worth it.
Yeah, definitely.
He's low anyways right now.
Just gonna pray. Cool. Oh, hello.
That's right, Jimmy is reminding us. Banishing Blade when you hit all the buttons gives the enemy all the breaks, unless they're immune. That is one of Orin's overdrives.
Yeah.
High Priest of Gaming with the raid. Thank you so much.
High Priest, thank you so much for the raid.
How's it going tonight? Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Dude, look at the turn order list. Look how that haste is paying off.
Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna get Orin back in here though.
Another break?
Yeah, so I can do the break because that was
beneficial.
Definitely. Nullifies armor break.
In addition to lowering defense.
Yeah. Okay. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Good damage. Good damage. Tidus has a overdrive again.
Okay. Should note that.
Oh, Mighty Guard. Isn't that a common Final Fantasy spell? It is. Do you recall it? Oftentimes, it's a enemy skill you learned.
Mighty. Oh. Well.
Often, I think it casts on all your allies, protect and shell. It's like a defensive.
Dude,
so close.
I think something. It's a trick of the eye. Something's happening. I'm like, I can't focus on the bar. That's just an excuse.
Input lag. Jimmy.
Thank you, Jimmy.
We totally agree with you, Blossom. The turn order list is incredibly smart to show you without telling you that buffs are important. Sometimes in games you can use a buff and not really feel it, but here it's obvious. Yeah.
Did it again. Oh,
it's probably just gonna keep doing it, but that's fine. It only has a couple more turns. We can kill it.
Dispel. Well, I guess.
Oh yeah, great question, High Priest. Sorry, Audrey, would you mind switching Kimarian and trying?
Oh, I would not mind at all.
What the heck is it called?
The blue mage type thing.
Yeah, what is it?
God, I got spear something. Poke.
Swap in.
The
We'll
poke
see it,
attack.
yeah.
I don't remember. Let me just I'll switch with another person.
Lance it. There you go.
Lance it.
There you go, Jimmy. We were like, what?
I was close. I think.
Blossom 500 channel points for party member swap.
Yeah. Thank you, Blossom.
That would be wild.
Ooh, I'm scared. Okay, I'm just gonna do it again.
Ooh.
Because I'm a little worried he's gonna just blast punch Kamari right when I bring him out. So now I'll switch him in. Dude, it is a counter.
You think so? Oh,
yeah,
that's
because
right.
he just had two moves in a row. Lance it. Lance it.
Nope.
Well, you know.
Okay, maybe not then.
Worth a try.
Yeah.
Worth a try, for sure.
But usually if you miss any of those, I'm getting them for you off frame.
Gotcha. Thank you. I feel like pretty early on, I was good about trying Lancet on a lot of stuff, and at some point I was like,
There aren't a ton of them to learn.
yeah. You know, I should have used Orin and did the power break or the armor break and then switched Tidus in.
Yeah. Dude, the ability itself does a bunch of damage.
Yeah, it does. Dude, it like...
There it is. It's doing the thing.
It like triples my damage
Yeah.
when I use armor break.
Plus, Kimari is kind of bad. No
Wild.
one ever bothers to level him up. I'm leveling him up, Jimmy. Just not in a way that makes him strong right now.
Okay.
Yeah, Blossom. I think that's right. I've heard Kimari described as a jack of all trades, master of none. It's kind of a weird place. He's in kind of a weird place, yeah.
One more hit.
High Priest, man, the lightning dodge minigame is such a pain. It is.
One more hit. One more hit. One more hit. Dude. Should I just attack with Yuna? You think she can do 83 damage?
I don't think she can. Does he have a Mighty Guard on right now? No, right?
No.
I don't think she can kill him, but you can try it.
No.
Hey, look at the turn. Try it. Just look at all the turn order.
Okay.
Unless she
Come
gets countered right now.
That's what I was worried about, actually. There it is.
Nice, dude. Good job.
Some of these feel... When I have to chip away like that, I feel like I'm doing something wrong.
Yeah, Kalandra, he has no path of his own on the grid. That's right.
Right. So you
Kimari is a
think...
master at seducing people on Tumblr.
Oh, that's a take. Why do we think that?
Let's not explore that any further.
Yeah. Someone said something funny when I was rewatching our VOD during the Tidus and Yuna scene in the water. And after they're all done, you know, after they kiss and they're done, Kamari is just like in the back watching them.
Yeah.
Just
Guarding.
creeping on them. Yeah, guarding, but he's just watching. It's kind of...
Yeah.
It's... I thought it was innocent enough, but someone made a funny joke about it, and now I'm like, oh, that is a...
Yeah, there it is.
Thank you all.
The message
Oh.
I deleted earlier was Sailor Jimmy pointing out,
Oh.
pay attention to Blast Punch. Did you catch onto what Blast Punch did?
No, it just it takes out 50%.
Yeah. And Jimmy's saying if you used Provoke, you lock him into only using Blast Punch.
Oh. Wait, what? What does Provoke do?
Forces an enemy to target you.
How does it lock him into black?
I think when you provoke him, he only uses... Maybe it's a specific thing for this boss.
Or it'll just target... It'll target one person, and then just 50% of that person's health is just like... Will never hit zero kind of thing?
Yeah,
Like
I
a
think
demi
so.
situation?
Yeah. Good job, Audrey.
Thank you.
Kilandra did the same thing. Kimari is currently down Yuna's path. They get some of the higher level white mage spells. Oh,
Wait.
Blast Punch also removes the turn of the person hit? Whoa, dang.
Oh.
Oh, it's a glitch and never uses any other attack on anyone else.
Oh, okay. That's
Alright.
that's interesting.
Well, Audrey survived anyways.
I did, but it doesn't feel... when I have to chip away like that, it feels like I'm not playing effectively, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I just want to feel like I'm taking advantage of their weakness somehow, but when I'm just like slowly taking down HP.
Mm-hmm.
But I know that's not necessarily the case.
This isn't the way in?
That way leads down into the valley.
Wow, you know your way around, yeah?
Huh?
So is Lulu actually from around here? Kind of seems like it.
So you see the bridge leads across to the main path?
Yeah.
And then Lulu just pointed down that optional path?
Yeah.
That optional path is an optional thing.
Uh-huh.
But I know what it is, and I feel like it, for story purposes, it'll be worth us doing.
Okay. Do we do
I
that
think
now,
generally the guides I've looked at said it's better to do it later.
Okay.
But we may be able to handle it now.
So go now.
I think it might be worth it to endure.
Okay.
Hope you guys are okay with that, chat.
It feels like this is like Lulu's character mission right here. For one, that guy knew Lulu and seemed familiar with Lulu.
The enemies can be a little tough, yeah.
Okay.
No spoilers, y'all. This is Audrey's very first time playing this game.
Uh-oh, what's gonna happen here?
Floyd enough. I've prepared for it. Trust me.
Oh, yeah? What? Oh, GP's the money? We have a lot of money.
Yeah, Floyd, I've prepared enough for all situations, if that makes sense.
It just says watch out for poison.
It probably inflicts the poison. Ew, look at their, like, dripping green.
Oh, nice. Oh, no, I didn't need to turn.
Yeah, Kamari does not hit nearly as hard as anyone else right now.
Right.
Because he's on Yuna's path.
Gotcha.
Biggest hitters right now are probably Waka and Tidus. And Orin, I don't know in what order.
Poisoned.
And also remember
Wait,
the
who's-
Elbed potions, you have complete cure of that as well.
Wait, is someone poisoned? I thought someone was poisoned.
Kimari was.
Oh, well, I guess he's fine.
Yeah. Blossom says, I don't remember much of this game past the Seymour wedding, so I have prepared for all situations. Is ominous. It is, isn't it?
Oh, that it is.
Floyd, oh yeah. GP is like an older currency name in some of the earlier Final Fantasies.
Oh, yeah?
Whereas it's just
Oh!
mostly Gil now.
Dude.
Here we go.
Okay, these enemies are a little bit tough.
I think you'll be okay though. Yeah, I wonder if it's worth changing your equipment to avoid poison.
Oh, do we have that?
You may have some
Sort of ribbon?
Oh, just
Oh!
some that avoid poison.
Oh my god.
Okay, now I'm a little worried that this area is too tough because a lot of the guides say, maybe come back later, but I feel like I want to do it now.
Okay.
So we'll try it. But what do you guys think? Maybe you guys have it more fresh in your mind. Is this doable now?
Well, maybe I should buff. Well, maybe I should treat
Godzilla,
these
thank you.
encounters like, I don't know.
Take it more seriously.
Like, like boss encounters and actually do buffs. and
Sure, yeah. I know it prolongs the fights, but yeah, Floyd says it's doable.
stuff. Okay.
Gotcha, Jamie. Okay. Oh, Kalandra's even saying, honestly, this area would be good experience for the next area.
Ooh.
Great. Okay. How do you feel? Encouraged?
Love that perspective. Yeah. Uh-oh.
Tidus and Awaka and it's dead, right? Oh.
Oh, really?
I mean, you looking at the turn order?
I was, but I didn't think it would die. Oh.
Oh, can Yuna do it? Oh, yes! Last hit.
Love it.
Gotcha, guys. Appreciate the feedback. Yeah, maybe check everyone's equipment.
Okay, I will.
Battle mage, exactly.
Equip
And then it's usually the armor that has
some sort of...
poison ward. Okay, so Yuna already has poison
Yay.
ward. So ward is not the same as proof.
So what is it?
It's like less likely.
Okay.
Proof is like poison. You can't get poisoned. Poison ward is like less likely to get poisoned.
Gotcha.
No.
Nothing. Nothing.
Nothing. Now you can add poison ward to a piece of armor with a slot. You just need to spend a bunch of probably antidotes is my guess.
Hmm.
You had one, yeah.
Bracer? Oh,
Because the current armor has
that's fine. Okay.
ward is good enough for most enemies. Gotcha. Ward is 50% effective. Proof is 99.9% effective.
Oh.
Gotcha. Thank you.
That would be good here.
I think armor break, just to make everyone else do more damage.
All right.
And the ability itself, armor break, does a ton of damage.
Yeah. How many cheers should I do? Does Waka have anything I should try? No. I don't know.
No, a lot of strategies. I mean, look at that damage. It's good.
Yeah.
It's like maybe you could sleep one while you take out the other.
Yeah.
If sleep even lands. A lot of options. Everyone does some pretty good damage.
I just want to get rid of the poison. 'Cause
Yeah.
poison does a ton of
Walker
damage.
probably could have killed that one though.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, and then it wouldn't be able to attack like right here.
But then the poison. No, I had.
But the poison doesn't proc until Orin's turn.
Oh,
right?
really? It still had like 3,800 health.
Whew. Nice, good hit.
Well.
Good hit from Orin. Good damage, and he has a overdrive now. Dang, I'm gonna be grinding here off stream for sure.
Yeah. I'm so bad at that.
You were great with that, like all of the other streams.
Yeah.
Farewell.
Farewell.
That's how it's done.
Cool guy, Orin.
It's gonna be one of those areas where I have to cure after each encounter, isn't it? What's going on here? High Summoner Yoken once trained in this land. We Crusaders also intend to train here to challenge Sin once again. Crusaders! Oh, dead end?
What? Are we lost?
Dead end. Oh.
All right, good night, High Priest.
Thanks for being here, High Priest.
And Honey Butters, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
Thanks, Honey
Have a great night.
Butters. Have a great night.
Kalandra likes Orin. Orin's still pretty cool.
Yeah. Orin is really cool.
Chair's like sinking. Oh, you can recruit that guy for Blitzball? Oh, okay. I'll keep that in mind. Accident says it's bad when I hear Waka saying it's over, even when it's not happening.
Maybe
Or you
I
can
should
steal, right, from these
Yeah, maybe I should get rid of these first.
I remember Kimari has that also. At least they don't have poison. Yeah, and the grenades. Yes, Blossom, that is correct. There is a Nintendo Direct tomorrow.
Oh, that's right. What are we thinking?
So many things.
Yeah.
So many things up in the air.
Um.
Do you guys care about leaks?
Oh, were there leaks?
No. Wow. Accidental leaks.
Oh,
well, I mean,
really?
it's been
haven't
rumored for a
heard.
while, then listings in other regions about the Castlevania Advance Collection.
Oh.
Now a listing straight up put up an image of it.
Oh.
And some
that's sweet.
details that will excite you.
Oh, yeah.
Rewind.
We love.
The dark arts, the forbidden arts.
We love the forbidden arts.
Yeah. Can you interact with that sword that's on the ground right there?
Oh, there's a sword on the ground. What the heck? How did I miss that? Rusty
Oh,
sword.
got it.
What's that?
Just a rusty sword.
Okay. Cool. That's something I can equip.
Yeah, Blossom's excited for Metroid Dread,
Yeah.
Advance Wars. Hey, give me F-Zero. That would be the trifecta for you, would
Yeah.
you say? Yeah, are we messing up in this area? I wonder if... Are we going to the wrong place? Maybe we just missed it on the map. Let me confirm.
Mm.
No, you should be there. Oh, I think you just went the wrong way when you first came down here.
Oh.
Like, you know where that save point was?
Yeah.
It's somewhere over there.
Oh.
Like, you just went to this extra side area.
Oh, okay.
So you
I
have
just
a cool
chose
rusty
the
sword.
direction. Yeah.
So I think you're good. Zoller, is that happening to you right now? Zoller says, are you even a gamer if you don't accidentally walk in on a secret boss before preparing your team?
Oh my god. Flashbacks to my Final Fantasy IX. So, not really a secret boss, but
Unprepared.
accidentally walked into an area I was not meant to go into. And yeah.
Nice hit.
And
Yes.
I was warned as well by NPCs
That's right,
in
that's
the
right.
game. They were like, "Hey,
You're like, yeah, right.
no." Well, I thought they were just. It was like a cute game thing. Like, oh yeah, it's so scary. You're gonna go.
And then it was.
our hero.
And then it
kind of.
was. Yeah,
But then
Ryan
it-
remembers. You just summoned Ryan.
Oh yeah, Archong. I did it. Oh, Archong.
Gotcha. Yeah, it did just happen to Zoller. Yeah, Blossom. Splatoon
Yeah.
3.
Oh yeah, Splatoon 3.
Bayonetta 3. Could be a lot of things.
Yep.
You're just about to sleep, Ryan? Well,
Oh,
hope you
nice.
pleasant dreams about
Yay.
Grand
yeah.
Dragons.
Today was National Ice Cream Cone Day.
That's right.
I know Archong's in tune with the national holidays like
Yes.
that. Holidays?
Jimmy, I'm putting down my guess for the last Smash characters. Marina from Mischief Makers.
Oh!
Marina!
Do they say that in the game?
Yes, it's from the game.
Okay. I only...
Shake, shake, shake. I love that game
I
growing
think
up.
you showed me a little bit of it.
Yeah, we got a copy.
We do have a copy. She has a green hair, right?
Yes. What a great game that was. Half-Life 3? Wrong company. That would be mind-blowing. I don't know. I'm trying not to get too excited about announcements, although plenty of announcements could excite me.
Yeah, what have they not followed up on in a while?
Bayonetta
yeah,
3, dude.
Oh yeah, Bayonetta 3, Metroid Prime 4
Yeah.
has been around. Breath of the Wild 2.
Breath of the Wild 2, they already put a year, 2022.
Yeah.
We'll see. Even if they don't show us anything we want, there's plenty of other games I've never played that I should play.
Yeah.
Dart from Legend of Dragoon.
Oh,
you guys are the ones that showed me that he was going to be in the PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale, right? The Smash style fighting game.
Oh, you think? Oh, do we think that they're gonna reveal the last Smash character?
I think so.
Oh my God! How exciting!
Do we have more? Kazuya is the last announced one, right? But
yeah.
Is Kazuya out yet?
Oh, good question. I don't know. Oh.
Where are we? The faith is inside. As are the fiends.
No, Archong didn't have any ice cream. Next year, Archong. That's right.
Hey, this where...
Uh-oh.
Where? What?
The summoner I guarded on my first pilgrimage
She's done this before!
died here. Yuna, let's go. The faith awaits.
More Lulu development and optional things, dude. So much more to Lulu.
Dude, this is not her first rodeo.
No.
She's
There were hints. Remember that guy, Father Zook?
Yeah.
For your sake.
I wonder if this, is it on her that the summoner died because she's a guardian? Or is
Imagine being judged by that.
But then once they're in, isn't it just kind of up to them to do whatever, like, trial thing? Once
Sorry, what do you mean?
Once the summoner is in the Cloister of Trials, it's just a summoner, right? The guardians...
We don't know about the circumstances around the death. Exactly.
Oh, I thought it was suggested...
Like, what if it's random fiends?
I thought it was suggested, like, because Waka was like, oh, was it here?
Oh,
like,
because it's, yeah, that's right. You're right, you're right.
Oh. Oh. Okay. Alrighty.
So you feel okay that we came to this optional thing?
Yeah. Oh,
Gross.
mushrooms with teeth.
Thorn. Hey, Kyros, what's up? Welcome back.
Hey, Kyros, how's it going? Let's see what we got here.
The Code of the Guardian, Kalandra says.
Uh-oh. I think if I attack with physical, it's gonna
Counters
like,
physical
spray
attacks.
poison. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
So let's just do this. Waka's attack counts as a physical attack, right?
Yeah, I think so. Oh, Floyd asks, okay, so what's worse? The escape feature in Final Fantasy X or the trance mechanic in 9? Have we even used escape very much?
Oh, is it? Yeah, escape is like when they run one by one, right?
Oh, yeah.
I did that accidentally instead of flee.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
So that sucked.
And then what sucked about trance? I forgot already. That if you don't use it, you go into trance mode, but you consume the bar to do abilities. But if you don't use them all up, you like lose the whole bar, right? For the next encounter?
It was just kind of whatever. I feel like, I don't know, maybe I just didn't feel like there was anything special about it.
Oh, that's right. It's random going into trance.
It was
Or rather,
random.
there's no like limit meter, right?
Oh. Well, how do they say it? Like when your emotions are kind of elevated, kind of thing?
Yeah, Kalandra, I think that's kind of how I feel too. I liked trance, but hated how you had so little control over it. Yeah. And Floyd says, yeah, if you don't use it, you lose it and hardly get it for boss fights. Kalandra says, you usually ended up wasting it on random encounters. Yeah. Yeah, just the regular encounters here are kind of tough, huh?
Yeah.
You would get it on the last hit of a boss fight, which happened to another streamer.
Oh, that stinks. I know what I should be doing.
What is that?
I should be focusing.
Yeah. With enough focuses, then you can kill these in 2 shots instead of 3, kind of thing.
Yeah. But they're just these small fry, you know?
I guess, but then if you cast haste on Lulu and
yeah,
then you get the focus out faster, maybe you don't need all 5 focus. Just enough to 2-shot him.
he's fine. Is haste stack? I forgot. I want to say no.
Yeah, sorry, Jimmy. I'm going to say that. I'm going to delete that.
Oops.
Just in case. Stream lagging, or is it my internet? Floyd, good question. Is anyone else seeing weird buffering? It does look like we have transcode tonight, Floyd, so if you're having internet issues, it looks like tonight you have the option of lowering the stream quality to avoid buffering. We don't always get it, but when we have it, hopefully that helps you guys. Time for 160p. Yeah, block. Max blurry. At least you can still hear us. No issues for Kalandra. Okay, thank you guys for the feedback. Yeah,
Thank
Floyd,
you.
it might just be you, unfortunately.
Yeah. All right. Let's do some damage.
Whew.
Still not enough.
Still not enough. I wonder.
I don't need to haste.
I wonder if you can use items with Riku and Kamari. Grenades, maybe?
Oh.
Those probably don't count as physical.
Okay, try that.
Chat is a little delayed for you, Jimmy. Is it, are you saying maybe it's your browser? No.
Oh, okay.
Or fortunately, depending on how we look at it, Floyd. Yep. Always optimistic. That's pretty good.
Oh. Oops. Is there like a fire
I wonder if you have other ones.
No.
Oh, sorry, I haven't been stealing
Okay.
good stuff. Oh, Jimmy has been trying out Opera, the browser, as someone recommended it over Chrome since Chrome hogs all my RAM. All you gotta do, Jimmy, download moreram.com.
Oh my god. How are you liking it? Opera.
It's totally not because I have 20 tabs open at the same time. Totally. So I don't know if this is even like a traditional Cloister of Trials. Oh,
There's
look at that Machina in the
Fiends
middle.
all up in here.
Yeah. Ew. Dude!
You think you can just mug that thing and...
I suspect so. The description might even say so. If it's gonna die, maybe you don't need to use Mug. Because the damage wouldn't matter. Right?
Oh, because Mug uses MP?
Mug uses MP.
Oh,
also,
dude.
yeah. But the point of Mug is that you do damage also.
Yeah. I just did it just because, but I didn't
you
realize.
didn't know that MP. I like the option to force dark mode. Is that an option in Opera? Is that why, Jimmy? I use a Chrome extension to do that.
Same.
It's a little janky, but...
Ooh, again.
Thundaga. Dude.
Oh.
Curios, you've missed a lot. Well, we got the VODs, and we're just happy to have you back.
Audrey knows the big reveal now.
Oh, careful. Which big reveal?
In Final Fantasy X, probably. The big reveal being that
let Audrey predict what you're talking about. I don't know what.
That Seymour is everyone's dead kind of thing. Like, not everyone. I know for sure Seymour, the Maester Seymour, Maester Micah, and that's it so far.
Yeah.
Keenock has been killed, but I don't know if he's gonna come back. That's all I know. That's all I know for sure. I have suspicions.
Audrey has plenty of suspicions, which I love to hear about. That's right. Blossom saying, for me, I assumed the big reveal would be how Tidus didn't know what everyone else did. Yeah, is it that one, Kyros, maybe, that you're talking about?
Okay, yeah, there's been a couple reveals. Yeah, Tidus now knows.
The conclusion of the pilgrimage?
Tidus now knows that the summoners, when they do the final summoning stuff, that they'll die?
Yeah. Okay, Kyros confirms that's the one, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty dramatic. You didn't know about that, right?
No, I didn't. Yeah. And I was like, that's awkward. Why didn't anyone,
Yeah. They had a pretty lame excuse, but...
Yeah, no one
you look back, the hints were there.
Were the hints there? Maybe I didn't look back enough.
There was just a lot of moments where Tidus was like, hey, after the pilgrimage, let's
Yeah.
do this and that. And everyone just kind of looked away, and the camera lingered on all the other characters for a little too long.
Yeah. But, like, okay, yeah, I guess that would be a hint. How come they didn't just, like, pull him aside and be like, hey, just so you know...
Enough with that after stuff.
Yeah, what you're saying is it's not going to be like that.
Yeah. Just for the sake of survival, too, let's hit up the sphere grid. If you'd like, I can just do it for you.
Sure.
Yeah, just because every little bit of just extra defense, extra strength and stuff here and there. Because, guys, remember, I've been playing through the stream.
That's right. After we end the stream, Anthony literally goes back and does everything, but gets every little chest that I missed. He does he completely has done all of the sphere grid stuff because I can't be bothered, or rather, I just didn't want to take the time to learn and to, I don't know, min-max or...
And it's all for the sake of the pace of the live stream.
Yeah. So, Anthony's gonna do this.
I mean, it's not crazy. I'm moving along a linear path.
Big Dingy wants to hear my suspicions. Okay, so last stream it was revealed, and we knew that we killed Seymour, but we weren't able to send him. The Guado just took him away, so he has been dead, but he's still doing stuff. And I was like, oh my god, we need to send this guy. And then so when Yuna was in that kind of like, I don't know, courtroom type hearing with the other maesters, she was like, I need to send Maester Seymour because he's dead. Yep. And then Maester Micah was like, well,
you have to do it to me too.
Then I guess you gotta send me too. And we're like, what? So it turns out that, like, you know, people are some people that, well, I mean, the governing bodies, some of them may be dead, and they're like, you know,
there's like, nah.
Yeah.
I'm not dead.
Yeah, they're like, no, I'm just going to keep doing work after I'm dead because, you know, this is what I believe in or whatever. So then I was like, okay, well, now that they've introduced this thing, it's not just Seymour. There's probably more people that we know who are dead. And
so Audrey's mind is...
So the gears are turning. And I recalled stuff because while this is the first playthrough, it's not completely blind. I've seen a lot of the FMVs.
Just being around the internet.
Just being around the internet and stuff. And, I've seen, like, parts of the ending as well. But I lack the context for it. So then when I heard that, I was like, oh, okay. And then I also recalled something that happened in a previous stream when Jeskel was like...
Lord Jeskel, yeah.
Lord Jeskel was like trying to get out of the far plane, and he was, they were saying how he was killed wrongfully or something like that.
Unclean death.
Unclean death. And
that's
then
what Oren said, yeah.
Yeah, and then he was like trying to get out of the far plane, and then Yuna did the sending again.
Like Lulu said, Yuna, send him.
Send him. And then at that moment, I don't know if it was in response to the sending, but Oren was like,
uncomfortable.
Oh my god. Yeah, kind of like stumbling. And I was like, oh, what? And at that moment, I was like, what's going on with Orin? What's going on with Orin? And then it was just like, the moment passed and we didn't even talk about it. So then I was like, okay, Orin's probably dead. That's
Again,
just,
do not confirm or deny. We're just enjoying Audrey's speculation.
that's just where my mind is right now. Also thinking about things that I maybe may remember in the past.
With this new context, yeah.
So that's my running theory right now. Yeah.
Let's see.
I looked back at that Driscoll moment too, and I swear you could see kind of like fireflies. Well, I don't know if it's because we're near the far plane and fireflies.
I think they were just everywhere.
Okay.
Zoller, because it was too hard to say is the reason they gave. Yeah, definitely. All of the other party members. A little lame, but also believable.
I get it. But it's like...
They're probably looking at each other like, are you going to say it? No, are you going to say it? You know? That kind of like awkward, and no one ends up saying it.
Yeah. But wait, Orin had been around already, right?
Orin's just focused on Yuna, stick to the pilgrimage.
Yeah, I guess so. He doesn't really
care about anything else.
Care about
as long as you do the pilgrimage.
Saving anyone's feelings. Oh, look at that guy.
Whoa.
Oh.
We've fought a different version of this enemy before, like Dual Horn or something. Kalandra asks, have you played this before, Anthony, or is this the first time for both of you? I have played this, but only once, and when it came out, so 20 years ago. I had been wanting to replay it, so it's been very exciting for me to watch Audrey play now, because I remember major story beats, but you always forget the details, right? And the details are where a lot of the enjoyment is to be had, filling in the context. So this has been a pleasure. Kira says, wow, Audrey, does he do all the cleaning up too?
What?
In response to me doing all of the the grinding?
I will neither confirm nor deny
okay.
personal matters outside of our streaming.
Appreciate you asking, though, Kiros. Kalandra makes a good point. Who better to lead Yevon than the long dead?
Oh, yeah. Wait, yeah.
A little bit of that.
Because, they like explicitly...
That was their justification.
Yeah, they said it. They were like, hey, we're dead. And I forgot, there was a really good expression. Like, I don't know. We could do more in death than we did in life. Or, some kind of sentiment like that, which is dark, but... And I think that's why they're trying to do what they're trying to do. They just want to... Seymour wants to become Sin, supposedly, I think, to just destroy and kill everybody. And...
Thank you for that feedback, Big Dingy. Cool, thanks. Audrey's thoughts and analysis are one of my favorite parts of the stream.
Aw, thank you.
Seymour Butts is older. I did say that last stream, didn't I?
Probably. I wouldn't put it past you.
Steamed hams. I did. Zola confirmed.
Oh yeah, let's get this thing. Another thing I thought, and I said this earlier too, but so Orin reacted at that moment.
Yes, to the sending.
Right, to the sending. So I think at this point, if you remember that, you would think what I'm thinking right now.
For sure. Yeah, if you were playing this game like a normal person and not once a week, all of these things would absolutely be more fresh in your mind. That's why I appreciate our recaps. Because otherwise we're going to... The flow of the story is broken up for us. So our long recaps at the beginning of the stream are so vital.
Right. So that Maester, yeah, so we knew Seymour, like, oh, okay, yeah, he's dead, but he's still doing stuff. Now we were like, oh, Maester Micah's is dead.
And naturally you go like, who else?
Who else? And then
if
you looked back, you would remember Orin, and so that would be, that was kind of obvious.
Yeah.
I don't know if there are others in our party like that. There could be, but they just didn't react like Orin did in that moment. Maybe they intentionally, didn't make it that way so that you wouldn't,
for storytelling purposes.
So the whole thing wouldn't be busted open. The whole story.
What's a faith doing in a place like this?
Don't ask me.
They say it was stolen from a temple long ago.
Huh?
With no faith, summoners cannot train.
Yeah. It's a busted temple.
Without training, they cannot call the final Aeon.
Okay.
Without the final Aeon, they cannot defeat sin.
Uh-huh.
That is why.
'Cause then the summoner won't die.
That must be what the thief was thinking.
Walker's just cool with Riku now, kind of feels like?
I think so.
Okay.
I kind of agree with him.
The thief?
Mm-hmm.
Definitely Riku, too. So it's like the Al Bhed wanting to interrupt the whole pilgrimage.
Right.
Someone in the past stole this faith from a temple to interrupt the process.
Faith? What does that mean?
If you remember what a faith even is.
Yeah, I remember. It's like when people
in the
past become the faith. Or do they volunteer or something?
They volunteer to be part of this process and are turned to stone permanently.
Oh, so the actual statues are the faith.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And that's what the summoners pray at in the chamber of the faith.
Right. I didn't know it was literally like that.
That's my understanding.
Oh.
So yeah, if one of the temples is busted, no faith for them to pray at.
Yeah.
They can't pray at them all. Interrupts the whole thing.
Ooh, watch out for petrification.
Oh, these are all the Tita's enemies.
Silence. Very resistant to magic, but it says it's weak to...
So it probably takes way less damage, but...
Still has a weakness?
Yeah. Kalandra confirms the faith is a physical thing. Yeah,
oh!
It has been a little while since they talked about it explicitly.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so the faith volunteer to be turned to stone to aid in the process, and when a summoner prays at a faith, they pray for an aid. Waka's just very strong right now.
Waka is very strong.
Oh! Dodge. Great question, Floyd. No one answer it until we
am I allowed to look at the question?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did they ever make it clear who the thief was? Who knows? We'll see. Maybe.
Woo!
The answer to that question, either confirm or deny. Maybe spoilers for Audrey. I genuinely don't know the answer to the question, Floyd. But just in case.
Fun.
Yeah, sorry. You got it. I'll delete. Don't look at it.
I didn't see it. I didn't see it.
Yeah, sorry. It's probably the delay, right, Kalandra? It's okay.
That's okay. Oh, I did Kalandra confirm or say something?
Kalandra gave their take on it.
Oh, okay.
So,
that's fun.
I won't say any more or less.
I'm just going to flee.
Yeah, that's fine. This area is tough. This area is more challenging than the main path in the game right now. So no shame if you want to do that. If you even want to use the Forbidden Arts.
You promise no shame.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe I will. Oh, I see. I was worried about missing out on a cool enemy.
This is a unique enemy.
Hit the correct eye for prizes. Oh, this is so cool.
Let me tell you right now, I'm pretty sure this is just RNG.
I'm pretty sure. Which eye do you think it is, though?
Up to you.
Just 5.
So you can just flee if you want, but I think this is RNG.
Close my eyes.
Got it, Floyd. Floyd is the theory.
This one.
Oh!
What?
First try, dude.
Oh.
1 to 10, how cute.
I thought it was going to be cuter.
It's a different kind of cute.
Oh, wait, what? Oh, more?
For prizes.
Wait, so is it a different eye now, or is it the same eye?
Yeah, you probably got to chain it, huh? I genuinely don't know what happens. I'm worried if you hit the wrong one, you're dead. Oh, wrong.
What the heck?
Oh!
Dang.
So maybe flee.
That was fun, though. I like the,
That's a 10 out of 10 cute for me.
Really?
He looked very Rugrats cute.
10. 10 out of 10 cute.
Unusual looking kind of cute. But yeah, you can use Forbidden Arts if you want.
Okay.
No shame. There you go.
That, and then... Sorry, I didn't want to...
All right, Forbidden Arts from Audrey.
Yeah. What's over here? They have these little nooks.
Mm-hmm.
These little nooks.
Fortune Sphere.
Fortune Sphere.
So it lets you put a plus luck sphere on the sphere grid in an empty spot.
Oh, sweet. guys are like souls, right? Like dead
Yes.
things. Do they not need to be sent, or are they just like?
I don't know. It's a little more complicated because Michin kind of told us something, and then he also like took it back.
Oh.
Al-Bhed Primer.
Nice.
Number 25. You almost have them all.
Sweet. Aha.
Is that part of the remaster? Kalandra, yes. It has some of the features that a lot of these Square Enix RPGs have in the modern ports.
You know,
Increased speed and all that.
yeah, I'm playing Parasite Eve right now on a PlayStation, and it's like I'm lacking some of those
Another Guado
convenience features.
No, an unsent.
How does come
You turn off the thing too.
Oh.
Just for the cutscene.
Oh, unsent? Oh, it's our summoner. It's our summoner.
It is. It's you, is it not, Lady?
Whoa, the way she changed her tone.
Forgive me. I was too young.
Oh my god, how is this gonna go down? Is she gonna be angry or understanding? I'm really scared.
Good song too.
Oh my god. Oh. She mad, she mad, she mad.
No, don't you dare send me. That was scary.
There is no human left in you now, is there? Very well then. Allow me to perform my last duty to you. My last as your guardian.
Aww.
So I mentioned. Oh, sorry. I won't say anything.
Oh!
This is another recurring,
Yojimbo.
yeah, Final Fantasy thing.
Oh, I think
Also,
I have
you know,
seen.
based on like Japanese.
Yeah. Immune to sensors. I wonder if I should bring Lulu in here.
Probably. But yeah, I mentioned it earlier in our streams. A missable little dialogue thing you had with Lulu in the far plane. Do you remember me describing it to you?
Titus
walked up to her and was like, "Hey, who are you looking for?"
Why can't I see you?
Yeah.
Right? She went into the far plane trying to
I'm glad you remember.
evoke someone's image, because when you go in and you think about someone, they should
confirm that they're dead.
You can confirm
They're
they're
sent.
dead. Oh, but Lulu said, "Why can't I see you?"
Yeah, and Tita's like, "Hey, you talking about?" She's like, "I don't want to talk about it."
Oh my god! It was
this.
Wow.
Incredible, right?
Yeah.
Jimmy is cringing hard right now.
Why?
No focus before the overdrive?
Oh yeah, sorry. I forgot again.
Oh, we're just gonna unload their overdrives.
Oh.
Hey,
Hey.
Cammy, thank you very much for the follow.
Thank you so much for the follow, Cammy.
Here's a boss battle
yeah,
mini dance party for you.
Spooky.
Thank you.
Spooky boss dance party.
It's fine. I accepted it at this point. Jimmy says.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, banishing is the one that has all the breaks if you land it.
Right. Starts with.
It's fair, Jimmy. Just don't call Lulu bad because of it. Yeah, yeah.
Oh no! Oh yeah. No, I never thought Lulu was her.
Nice, Cammy. Is it okay for us to say Cammy? I just want to make sure we're pronouncing your name correctly. Glad to hear you're enjoying this. You've enjoyed this game. Audrey is having fun with it.
I am. I'm having a lot of fun with it.
Yeah, this is Audrey's first playthrough, but she is familiar with some story beats. And this is my first time in like 20 years checking it out. Yeah, we don't even know its health, huh?
No, immune to sensor. I feel like I should just attack.
Cammy is fine, or Cam. Okay.
Sweet.
Hey, no problem. There's always going to be a delay, right?
All right, I'm gonna do it. I'm focusing. Although
Oh, I don't know the reference, Floyd.
It's this summon's only thing is attacking with the little.
I have no
little
idea.
one.
Just gonna say right now, if someone throws a Pokemon out and then you just run up and punch it, seems kind of disrespectful.
What?
Maybe throw your Pokemon out. As in, this feels like a summoner battle.
Oh!
That's pretty much what you're doing. Someone throws their Charmander at you, and you just run up and punch it.
Duh. Oh my god. Duh.
Oh my gosh. I've not seen that movie in forever, guys. Jessica Rabbit and Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
What did... Oh, is it? Lulu isn't bad. She's just drawn that way.
Also, Cammy played this way back when. Yeah.
Nice.
It's one of those that I haven't replayed, so I'm glad to be living it with Audrey.
What? It just passed the 20th anniversary, was it?
It did, yeah.
Pretty
Pretty
amazing.
crazy. It was like right before we started the game this year. All right, Blossom's asking. Audrey knows some story beats, but I assume at this point she's seen most of what she knew, i.e. probably doesn't know the ending?
I have at least seen all of the
CG.
All the CG cutscenes, all the FMVs at some point.
But when's the last time? Like 10 years ago?
It must have been over 10 years ago.
And all completely out of context.
I feel like early YouTube, and I was like, oh, you know.
Let's watch all these game cutscenes.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
But out of context, I read things here and there, but I honestly don't remember much. So yeah, I have imagery in my mind. I don't want to say what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say it when it happens, but yeah, I'm not sure. I have imagery in my mind, but I lack the context for it, and I don't know exactly how it gets there.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, excited to see what's
Hopefully
up.
that answers it for you, Blossom.
Yeah. Also, like
What, you got him?
I got him, I guess.
Oh,
Was that all it was? He just kept attacking with the little pupper.
He was probably waiting for his overdrive.
Oh.
Almighty Sky Chicken, Cammy. I guess that's a good way to call.
The Bahamut?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Strange.
Also,
I thought it would be sadder somehow.
I'll say it after this, guys.
Maybe I've gotten used to farewells.
Dude, Chapu.
You're stronger now.
Waka, I hope you're right. Yuna, the faith is inside. Go do what you can.
Oh, the faith is inside.
Yeah, so the stolen faith is here. Was stored here, I believe.
Oh, okay. And when I watched those, like, videos, I didn't play a Final Fantasy in full before, and since we've been streaming, I've been playing a lot of the Final Fantasy games. So now I actually understand, like, what a summon is and what it means in the world, in the context of the world.
Final Fantasy multiverse, the commonalities.
Yeah, the commonalities of it, what tropes carry over and stuff, and references.
White mage, black mage, all those things, yeah.
What it means to... Well, I guess in depending on the game, a summon means something different.
For
but
sure.
Yeah, now I know the weight. I feel the weight of, like, what it means to go through these trials and, like, you know, get these things.
Yeah. I feel like there's always these recurring classes. But like Summoner is pretty dang important to the plot in a lot of the Final Fantasies. Sorry, we gotta catch up. Calandra says, I think my full playthrough was 120 hours or so. That was clearing most of the optional content as well. Nice. Doesn't sound too crazy.
Oh, wow. Oh, nice.
Sorry, we'll catch up again when Audrey's done with the story stuff.
Okay, what's going on here?
Dude, they sealed away the faith.
Wait, that's the faith?
Statue.
How come it looks like a... How come it looks fleshy?
It's just still colored. It's a statue.
Oh, I thought it was like supposed to be like stone, just not.
It is.
Yeah.
All right, we're just gonna let Audrey do what she wants to do here, guys.
Oh, what?
Okay.
What does that mean?
Since I'm gonna replaying this anyways.
What? You're scaring me a little bit. I won't look at chat.
Sure.
So if you want to talk, if
I am the blade of vengeance. They dare only whisper my name.
oh my God! It's a little...
Summoner, I ask you, what do you want of me?
Oh no! To train as a summoner to gain the power to destroy fiends to defeat the most powerful of enemies. If I'm RPing as Yuna,
Did you save outside?
I did not. I didn't even realize there was, or did I? No. Wait, did I?
I don't even know.
I don't know
Let's
if
just
there's
go
a
with
save
the
point
flow.
outside. Or did I?
I totally forgot. Is it possible?
No, it's fine. If I lose, then it has pretty nice
autosaves? That's
yeah,
true.
yeah.
That's true.
I feel like Yuna wouldn't say, like, these feel more like aggressive about and more focused on defeating and destroying, because we use those words. To train as a summoner doesn't have as much weight as I would like.
Jimmy confirmed Audrey saved before she entered the game.
Oh, thank you, Jimmy. Oh my God, can't even remember what I just did.
Or you mean just in the very beginning of this place?
I think. At the beginning of this place. I saved at the beginning of this place, but I don't know. I'm gonna say to train as a summoner. Is that okay?
I don't remember.
If you desire my strength, you must pay my price.
Oh, is this where the money?
Make your offer.
This is where the money happens?
Oh,
the GP?
I guess I did not prepare for all situations.
I'm short. I'm short.
Oh my God. Guys, I did not. I thought I prepared enough money for all situations, but I...
What does all situations mean? Oh no, it's the way I did the last fight, isn't it? It dictates how much money? Or something? Something like that. The last fight was so weird. I was like, this feels weird. What am I doing
Jimmy,
wrong?
Audrey does not need a hint because I know exactly how this is supposed to go.
Yeah.
But I thought I prepared for all possible outcomes.
So I won't look at chat. If you and chat want to like talk to each other, feel free. I'm just going to focus on the game here. I'm just going to give all my money. Is that too much? I don't know.
Well, remember, I'm replaying this, so money is not an issue.
True. Let's go all in.
Yeah, Kiro says it. You do you, Audrey.
Okay. Okay, thanks. Thank you. I will do this.
Do we have a deal?
What? Oof. What happened? Oh, we have to bargain here?
Yeah. Yeah, Blossom, the cute doggy.
I have to bargain here? How the heck am I can't.
Do we have a deal?
Should I go down? I'm firm.
Adequate. You are my client henceforth. My sword shall guard you on your journey, summoner.
I literally gave him all my money. Oh!
All right.
Okay, what happened?
So, do you want me to just tell you the ideal outcome for that?
0 gil. 0 GP.
So the ideal is you choose that third option.
Oh.
You want to defeat strong foes or something, right?
Yeah.
Then I think he asks you for 250,000. And I think the thing is, please correct me if I'm wrong, is he has a price, you respond with something lower, and then his next offer is in between that.
Right.
So what you do, but he won't accept an offer that's lower, that's 50% or lower.
Okay.
So what you do is like 50% plus 1 gil.
Yeah.
And then he cuts it down. And you do that 3 times.
Yeah.
And then he goes, the lowest possible price for him is like 190-something thousand.
Yeah.
So I prepared for 250,000.
Oops.
But I didn't realize that it would be 300,000 if you chose the top answer.
Oh. Well.
But it's all good. No, you did it. You got it.
I could have warped to the front. Huh.
Hopefully Gil's not an issue now, but remember, guys, I'm replaying this off stream, so it's no big deal. Sorry, I want to catch up with chat. Blossom said, I remember when I was a kid having this PS1 soft boot thing. It allowed you to see all the FMVs on a disc out of context. I think I remember what you're talking about.
Oh, cool.
It was wild to see FF7's cutscenes, and also to realize they don't have music inherently, only sound effects. Yeah. Zoller doesn't remember how many hours in this game. Just a ton.
Yeah.
Blossom writes Summon, Eidolon, Aeon, Esper.
Yeah.
Guardian Force. So many names.
Yeah.
Delandra said it looked kind of like a totem. I see that. The aesthetic of it, the ornate aesthetic of the faith. It was just laying on the ground, of course, but yeah.
Oh, right. Maybe I didn't get a good look. It just looked like a body to me.
Jimmy, I think I agree with you. Yojimbo is essentially Gilgamesh. Yeah.
I think that's the one I was thinking of.
And that's right, Blossom. I did have a similar questionnaire situation in The Legend of Dragoon. It was very stressful.
Oh, did you?
I made it through. A SARS raid, a good old SARS raid. What's up, SARS?
No! I just died. Hello,
Good timing, SARS. Welcome, everyone. Here's your mini dance party. Welcome.
Oh, what? I have not encountered these enemies yet. They're sapping
they're
my
like
MP.
elementals, but what is this element?
I don't know. Can I flee when someone's dead?
Yes.
How are you doing, SARS?
Yeah, how's it going, SARS?
And were you playing more Tales
still
of
working on Arise?
It's just in time for Audrey to die.
Yeah. Raiders, my name is Anthony. This is my wife, Audrey. We stream together and separately on this channel. You're watching a duo stream where Audrey and I are going through Final Fantasy X. It is Audrey's first time. However, she is familiar with some story beats, and it is my first time in 20 years. I've only touched this game once when it came out. Thank you for coming along with SARS' raid. Appreciate having you here.
We always appreciate the SARS raid.
I know, yeah.
Yeah, just leave Yuna's corpse there. That was that is exactly what happened. More Arise probably for a while. Nice, SARS. That's awesome. I'm glad you're hyped on the new game. That sounds reassuring to me.
In response to viewing the cutscenes out of context, Kalandra pointed out, I had that for the PC version of Final Fantasy VII. You know what? I remember doing exactly that in PC games.
Oh.
Opening the discs in Windows and looking for the video files to just watch cutscenes for games.
You could do that.
Right? Yes.
That's cool.
Oh, more Arise for a while. Is the game long, or are you replaying it, or are you spending some time doing side stuff? Like, what is most of your time
turn
recently?
Off encounters temporarily.
Oh, you can just head back up onto the main path now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, SARS, it's so hard. I mean, I envy the people who are full-time streaming. They could just get through. They pick a game and they're done with it in like a week or two, you know, when they're focusing on one game at a time. But Audrey and I are not full-time streamers. We're sharing the channel, so Audrey and I are only hitting these games once or twice a week.
Sometimes Yuna would just stare off into the distance. I finally understood why. She was saying goodbye to the places she'd never see again.
Too sad.
Love that. Love that.
And if any of you Raiders have not played Final Fantasy X and are worried about spoilers, totally okay if you got to bounce. Some heavy story stuff. We're pretty late in the game, it feels like, now.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, SARS is only 24 hours in the game, not full-time either. Yeah, you probably feel the same thing as us, right? I'm actually going to take a really quick break. Do you want to take a break too, or are you good to go?
I'm good.
You're good?
To go.
I will be right back. Stukage with a resub.
Stukage,
4 months.
thank you so much.
Stukage. Mini dance party as I get up.
Can you hand me the lights just in case?
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you so much, Stukage. How are you doing?
I'll be right back. Thank you.
How's Jiraiya? Stukage, are you going to be a Naruto character for Halloween this year? Or do you not? Do you dress up for Halloween? I have some ideas for my Halloween costume. Anthony and I do plan to do some sort of Halloween stream. We did one last year too. So we're thinking of ideas. Just gotta get the costume set up. Oh, thanks, Cam. These mini dance parties are too cute. You both are cozy peeps. Yeah, I think we started the mini dance party at our last Halloween stream, actually. Okay, we're in Ronzo territory here.
Leave here at once.
Are these the jerks that were rude to Kimahri before? Oh, there's a lot of them everywhere.
Gagazet is Ronso land.
Gagazet.
Sacred mountain of Yevon. The mountain will not bear the footsteps of infidels.
Yeah.
Enemy of Yevon is enemy of Ronso. Leave,
At least they're giving us the option to leave instead of just
I have cast aside Yevon.
killing us. Or trying to.
Follow the temple no more.
Whoa!
Then you will die by those words.
Well.
So be it. Yevon has warped the teachings and betrayed us all.
Nothing but a bunch of low-down tricksters, eh?
Yeah, Waka's on board.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm missing it.
Ronzo.
We have no regrets.
Blasphemers.
Kimahri.
Yeah.
Small
I was wondering if those were the jerks from before.
I think they are.
What was that? What happened here?
A summoner.
Oh, did you just kind of like,
guardians.
I don't know, body check one of them?
Lord
Oh, that's Kelp. He's here.
If I may.
Oh, that is.
Have you not
He's the
also
maester.
turned your back on Bavel?
Thank you, Cammy.
But still, you guard Gagazet as a Ronso, not a maester. Yuna is much the same.
Elder Kelk. Let Biran rend them asunder. No escape, not one.
Oh my gosh.
No, we will not flee.
Really like Kimahri.
We will fight and continue on.
You have been branded a traitor, but still you would fight sin. Lost to the temple, hated by the people, yet you continue your pilgrimage? Everything lost. What do you fight for?
Oh.
I fight for Spira. The people long for the calm. I can give it to them.
Hey, Luna Dark, what's up?
It's all I
Hey,
can give.
Luna.
Defeating sin, ending pain. This I can do.
Even sacrificing yourself. Ronso,
Yeah.
let them pass. Summoner Yuna, your will is
Yes.
stronger than steel.
Her resolve after that,
Tempered steel that
after
even
that
the
moment
mightiest
of
Ronso could not hope to bend.
a little bit of weakness where she
Yuna,
considered.
we bow
stopping.
to your will.
Nice.
Now go. The sacred heights of Gagazet welcome you.
We thank you.
Ah, okay.
Sorry, I wanted to take a moment to just have you reflect on, because we kind of wrapped it up real quick with Lulu.
Oh, yeah.
How do you feel? Lulu's been through a lot.
Lulu has been through a lot.
This isn't her first rodeo as a guardian.
No. I'm like curious to see that like young Lulu. I wonder if maybe that was a turning point in her life. Had she already met Chapu at that point? You know, I just, you know, I have kind of like these life questions for her, but yeah, she's definitely been through a lot. And she was kind of saying, "Oh, I was young then. I'm sorry." Kind of moment.
Pretty intense.
Yeah.
Yeah, Floyd, that is the Maester from the Bevel trial, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Stukage responded to your question.
Oh, yeah. I did dress up as a Hokage Naruto 1 year. Nice.
Nice. That sounds fun.
Guys, doing great. Oh, that's good to hear, Stukage. Night's going well. Thanks for asking. Excited to get more into Final Fantasy X.
Silly Jimmy, have you guys played Mass Effect? I'm a huge fan of Mass Effect, and early on in our relationship, I played through Mass Effect with Audrey watching, right? Is that right?
Mass Effect 2.
And 3. We went through 3.
And 3. Sorry, yeah.
So
not the first one.
Audrey hasn't played it, but she's
Xanarkins.
very familiar with the story.
Yeah?
My story, at least.
You're home, yeah?
Yeah,
As
Floyd,
if
I
you
gave
believed me.
Maybe I do.
This is my
The
story.
one on the other side here is probably just a pile of rubble, yeah? But somewhere out there is your Xanakin. Somewhere, yeah? Yeah, you'll be home soon enough.
I hope you're right.
Did
cheer up.
Spira
Let's do
exist?
this.
It
It's
must
just the name
have.
of this world, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, but did Tidus call it Spira?
Yeah.
Good question.
Like,
Great
was
question.
there a world outside of Xanarkand? Like, had he heard of Bavel before?
Great question.
Or like, I don't, like,
Better get ready.
like.
There's just so little time.
Yeah, I gave Kimari Steel, Floyd. Messalano, thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for being
the second
here.
of the game got me feeling a certain way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Stronger, huh? I'd say it's more like she's driven. Don't you think?
That's why she's strong. She's still pressing forward. When weak people are driven, they can't go far before they break. She keeps going forward because she is strong.
It is true. Yuna's just kept that smile up and just powered through everything.
Yeah, she has that strong sense of duty, and I do appreciate we did get to see a little moment of her weakness in the last stream.
It was beautiful.
Like in the lake scene.
She allowed herself to fantasize for a moment.
Yeah, because I feel like you kind of need to see that in a character like this.
I wonder what they're up to.
Otherwise, they're too perfect.
It's probably
Yeah,
nothing.
for sure. Yeah.
Oh no.
Thank you for the
is
feedback,
hero of Ranso.
Cammy.
Yenke is
Thank you,
powerful
Cammy.
warrior.
Great. I hope we don't have to
Oh
fight
God.
Kimari must fight.
What?
Kimari must win.
Is that gonna be
The
Kimari's
sacred Gagazet. First time Kimari climbs.
Kimari's character mission here?
It's just a little farther now.
Summoner Yuna's words, they ring. Small voice, small frame, but a will that...
All that.
Respect.
Quarrel between Biran and Kimari started 10 years ago.
Here we go.
Young Ronso fight each other to show strength. Biran beat Kimari, but Kimari never admit losing. Not once. Angry Biran broke Kimari's horn. Kimari could not bear shame and left Sacred Mountain. Really?
Outcast.
Kimari talked less after horn broken. No, Kimari! Something shady happened.
Pride.
Is it? I wonder if. I feel like. Biran cheated. He like.
But they're strong and they're heroes.
Yeah, but maybe he's like.
Haven't you bothered us enough?
He's juicing up.
Summoner may pass. Guardians may pass. Kimari not pass. Kimari shame Ronso brothers. Kimari forget his birth.
Don't break a man's horn.
His people,
Ronso's horn.
forget his mountain. Little Ronso. Weakling Ronso. Mountain hate the weak. Hate the small. If you will climb, then I must prove my strength. Think you will win?
Oh my God.
Do not forget who took your horn.
Oh my God, what if he just takes it out of his pocket right now?
Kimari never beat Brother Biran. Never win.
Wow, these guys are straight up bullies.
This time, I win. I will win.
Big dinghy. I don't like Brian.
This some kind of Ronso thing?
Kimari problem.
Obviously. Titus. Let's go. Yes! Oh, do I get to control this or that transition? Oh my god!
Rude. Yeah, they're bullies, Calandra.
They are really bullies.
All right, here we go.
Is this auto or what? Do I gotta do something here? Oh!
All right.
Y'all
so
dead.
You do have Curaga, which is overkill, but you also have Lancet. So you won't run out of MP.
Right. Oh wait, do I want to use Lancet?
In order to replenish MP, I mean.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant there might be something there. Okay.
But I wonder if Jinx is good.
Lowers the enemy's luck?
Yeah, it'll lower their accuracy and all that too. That's another 5-stack thing. I'm just wondering if this is another battle of attrition.
Just do a couple jinxes. Think I can afford it.
Yeah, that's right, Luna Dark. Lancet also heals you. That's a good point.
Right. Oh, Aqua Breath. Oh, he's on the other side now. Oh, interesting.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Dynamic.
Yeah, it is dynamic.
Sailor Jimmy. So remember how I said no one uses Kimahri anyway? I lied. Everyone has to use Kimahri.
Yeah. I'm just gonna go in for the attack.
Yeah. Messalano, I remember the first time I had this battle, I really didn't prep Kimahri at all. Yeah,
oh, no?
Exactly what Sailor Jimmy's talking about.
Ruh-roh.
Yeah, so he's not super strong right now because of the path I took him on.
That's okay.
I think you'll be able to survive.
Okay.
Same side now?
Yeah.
Oh, no, again.
Ah.
Dude, that's the stronger one for sure, right?
Yeah. Let me... Turn.
Yeah, it feels like overkill, but it's the only one you got.
I mean, I don't mind just getting to full health each time.
It's true, and you have a ton of MP.
Yeah.
Battle of attrition for sure, huh?
No, yeah, let's just,
How many jinxes so far?
Sorry, say it again.
How many jinxes so far? Like 2?
2, but I wanted them both on the same side.
Yeah, I personally would do that too.
I could use some.
You could, that's right.
I don't know if that would actually help.
See how a regular grenade, since you have so many, compares to just your regular attack?
Sure. Not as strong.
Yeah.
Oh, I should be attacking.
Want to take out the weaker one first? Is that what you're doing?
Yes. Here we go.
Yeah, I think you're okay with this. I think you're okay in this situation right now.
Is this a situation where if I lose, is it like a game over, or is it like story?
Weak Ronso should know their place.
Uh-oh.
White wind, how dare you?
Heck no.
Oh, Jimmy says, oh, so this was covered back in Kilika, but whenever Kimahri learns a new blue magic, he gains a full overdrive gauge. Oh, and chat's confirming that it is a game over if you lose.
Okay, thank you.
I think we just saved right outside, right? Calandra, I think we did. That makes me think just try Lancet on both of them.
Yeah. Oh! Herbal with the raid! Thank you so much for the raid. I have it over here. Yeah, here if you want to take it.
Sure.
Thank you so much. Let's get a mini dance party going for
Thank you.
Herbal.
Thank you so much.
How are you doing
Appreciate
today?
it.
We're getting into some Final Fantasy X. My name is Audrey, and this is Anthony, and we are a wife and husband duo channel. And yeah, we're playing Final Fantasy X together. This is my first playthrough.
And it's mine first in like 20 years.
Re-playthrough,
yeah.
I guess.
Alex Cat just hijacked Herbal's raid and brought it over. Thank you so much, Alex. We really appreciate it.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you for the raid recommendation.
So yeah, is Herbal familiar with Final Fantasy X?
Yeah. Have you played it before? And what were you playing right before this?
The big brother guarded the little brother. I don't know if you saw that, Anthony, when they were next to each other. So that could be...
Big Ding, he says, nah, if Kimahri loses, I'm continuing my pilgrimage if I'm Yuna.
Yeah, right?
Just move on.
I was going to say, like, this isn't a life or death Or maybe it is. I don't know. Maybe it is a life or death situation for Kamari right now.
Probably at this point. Oh no, Alex Cat, we got a glitched round of Predator hunting grounds just now. Predator crashed and the objective glitched, so we had to kill ourselves. Oh no, this is the only way to get out of the match. Makes for good content though, right? Wow, the cover.
Yeah, when they're wow, when they're next to each other.
I guess so then, huh?
Huh.
Have you lanceted either of them yet?
No, I haven't.
There it is.
White wind.
Stukage answered your question.
Oh yeah.
And it's also Herbal's birthday today, dude. Bonus mini dance party.
Herbal, yes.
Happy birthday. Thank you so much for rating us on your birthday.
Thank
really
you so
it.
much. Hope you had a great birthday.
Thank you. I wonder what's even good.
Oh, ejects enemy.
That's probably just regular enemies.
Oh, but I want them on the same side.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to wait.
Oh! Big crit.
Yes.
He's down.
And he's down.
Tell me he berserks right now. Oh! I just freaking
You
called
it.
Oh, that's a little scary.
Yeah, that is scary. Maybe I'll just heal.
Does Dispel work on Berserk guys? I know Threaten does. Genuine question.
I'm just going to heal myself first.
Yeah, that's probably safer.
So I don't know what to expect from Berserk right now.
Oh, Alex
Dude.
Cat. Do you recommend any good chairs? Mine broke today and I got a refund coming.
Oh!
That's hard. That's a hard one.
Yeah, are you looking for an ergonomic type desk chair / gaming chair? I think so for the Berserk stuff.
Okay, maybe it's worth trying. Let's see. Let's see. Hopefully. Nope. I'm gonna guess no.
It was worth a try.
He hits so hard.
Yeah, he does. I wonder if I should scan this guy.
Maybe. Might be worth it.
Just to have the knowledge.
Yeah. Dude.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Alex, for a chair, that's so tough. It just really depends on your budget. There's probably something good at every budget level.
Yeah. Kamari can learn many techniques?
Oh. Keep lanceting, maybe?
Okay, so I'm gonna...
Oh my goodness. You have so much MP.
Yeah, so I'm gonna heal, and then I'm gonna use my limit, or my overdrive. And then I'll lance it, overdrive, lance it, overdrive. What would be good here? Jump?
Yeah, maybe. Okay.
Yeah.
Have a good day at work, Luna. Appreciate it.
Thanks for being here, Luna. Have a great day.
This dance is hard.
Yeah.
At least you have a heal, you know?
Nice. I'm gonna lance it. Doom.
Oh, that's right, yeah. Probably won't work on bosses.
Probably not.
Just don't use self-destruct. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Wow, this rinse and repeat situation.
We're doing okay. We're doing okay, though. Too bad Lancet doesn't quite heal enough.
Yeah. Oh, no more abilities. You got them all.
Shoot. Well.
I mean, you're going to have to do the same, but just attack instead, right?
Yeah.
I mean, like, you're good to go because you just keep getting MP. That's still pretty good damage.
Yeah.
Battle of attrition always, huh?
That's the theme of this game. Oh, can he crit me? I should be careful. I feel like the Jinx didn't...
That's true, because maybe it doesn't affect these abilities. Amy says, I think Yankee had some others. Okay. We got one from Yankee, but does he have multiple?
Oh.
Because we got, what did we get? White Wind, right?
We got White Wind, yeah.
Yeah. Did Yankee have other ones, Gammy?
It sounds like it.
He should have multiple Stukage? Okay.
Ah.
I'll keep that in mind for when I replay through this. Thank you, guys. We missed one? Okay.
Oh, shoot. Okay. Okay.
But for your sake, it's just like another opportunity to get overdrive, right?
I'm not gonna risk it. I'm gonna heal.
Yeah, you made it this far.
Never gonna. I won't risk it.
Oh, they have to use it for you to be able to get it? So just what, keep him alive till he uses it?
Oh.
Wait, would we have to use Lancet like right after they use it? Oh, you did it. Nice.
Yep.
You win, Kimari Ranso.
Break their horns, dude.
Dude, Kimari.
Just
so rude.
smash their horns right now.
We made it. Good job, Audrey.
Thank you.
Playing it safe pays off.
Yeah. I
Little
thought about
exciting.
just going in without healing at the end, but I got scared.
Strong is Kimari.
No, I don't buy this.
Biran
I don't buy this.
is happy.
I don't buy this. We don't need to forgive them, Kimari. You broke our horn.
Sacred Mount Gagazet. I honor the name
Okay.
of strong
Well.
warrior who defeats Biran.
So gangsta. Break their horns,
Remember
yeah.
always, Gagazet. That name is Kimari.
Okay, maybe this guy really is all about
Tradition, honor.
tradition and honor, but he was doing a lot of trash talking, I feel like.
Yeah.
We Ranso
Him and his
will
goon.
stop pursuers from temple.
Yes.
Truly?
Okay.
Penance for breaking Kimari's horn
Yeah.
long ago.
Okay.
We crush enemies following behind.
Penance.
Kimari crush enemies standing before.
Oh, nice, Kimari.
You are most fortunate, son.
Oh, I love.
I thank you.
I don't want to like these guys, but I'm starting to.
Shine your statue brightest.
Aww.
Thank you.
That's.
But I fear that no one will make a statue for a traitor such as I am.
Then Ronso will make.
Dude.
With grand horn
Oh, for Summoner.
Oh, you're so right. That's so
Summoner's horn.
appropriate. Wow. It's funny, but it's also super appropriate. Great point. Dude.
I hope they start making it now, and they're like, "Hey, check it out."
I wanted to see Yuna's statue too, but I wanted to see it with Yuna by my side.
The pacing of that felt weird.
They probably had to speed it up.
Yeah,
to
I did. It was
fit
like
the Japanese.
Okay, I was like, are they gonna apologize for what happened in the past for breaking Kimari's horn? And they said
a little bit, yeah.
I thought they were. I thought they were just gonna be like, that's just what happens. But they said penance for that.
Yeah.
Then yeah, they're gonna protect us. From the
And they're like
enemies
Krogan. Once you beat them, you earn their respect for sure.
Oh, nice.
Yuna has a horn. Does that make her a unicorn? There it is. Zola with Yuna by my side.
That's what it sounded like. Okay.
Well, yeah, that's what we're talking about. The horn in the other games. Yeah, for sure. It was super fast.
Okay, that's really funny.
And Floyd also points out you can get all enemy skills you missed up to this point in the fight. Wow. Okay. All right. Kimari's better than that to break their horns. It's best one.
Yeah, you're
I think so,
right.
yeah.
But at the same time, I'm like,
break them.
Yeah. Breaking a horn feels like
Max
pulling
disrespect.
teeth. Or like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just, ugh.
Sailor Jimmy, 7 weeks. I've been waiting to use that joke for 7 weeks. You just have it ready to go.
Sailor Jimmy, I respect that so much.
Thank you.
Dude, Sailor Jimmy, do you have like a whole notebook of just Final Fantasy puns that you're just... You should start one. You should definitely start one.
Okay, there is something here that is optional. Just a thing to get that I want to make sure we get.
Okay. Oh!
Summoner Yuna!
What is it this time?
What?
dude.
When they sing the hymn. This is not the first time that like people have sung the hymn for us, right? Didn't it happen before?
Jimmy went to university.
God,
Floyd.
Floyd.
Co-author that book.
Was it the Al-Bed? When their home was destroyed, did they sing the hymn?
That's
maybe?
right, in the ship.
It's so good.
My Solano, this version is your favorite with the deeper voices? Yeah.
Ooh.
That's right, Jimmy. That's when Sid said boom, like happy festival fireworks.
Oh, yeah. No, that was Waka.
Oh, that's right. That
Remember?
was Waka.
And we were like,
Waka's
what the
so
heck,
terrible.
Waka? That is the...
That's right.
I don't
Thank
know.
you. Kemi named Titus Reject.
Oh, I got it
That's
now.
great,
Okay. That's good. That's good.
So much respect from these freaking two dudes.
Yeah. But they were pretty crappy at the beginning.
Absolutely. Kimari.
Yeah.
Kimara,
Yeah.
So.
Did they have... I mean, I could understand wanting to respect tradition, but do you have to be like, oh,
So smarmy about it, yeah.
Yeah.
So there is just a thing that I want to make sure we get as we continue along this path.
Okay.
So I do have a guide up. I just don't want us to miss it.
Oh.
Gotcha, Floyd. There's a chest nearby with a lot of money. That's right, Zola. Hornless. Hornless. Yeah, the toxic Ronso masculinity.
That's what I'm saying, dude. That's what I'm saying, dude.
Floyd, I usually name Titus Meg. Is that it? This better be a setup for something good, Floyd.
Meg. Oh, shoot, I didn't see that. My bad.
Oh, the water type. The
Oh,
brother.
that's why. God.
Meg Ryan, because of the haircut? Oh,
Ah.
yeah, that makes sense.
Good.
Yeah, I think I've seen the comparisons before, Floyd. Isn't there like a Britney Spears one, too? Britney Spears and Titus?
Oh, is there?
Ends now.
Yeah, there is.
Wow.
I'll show Audrey right now.
Please do.
Yeah, you guys Google image search Britney Spears. Titus. There, I sent it to you, Audrey.
Thank you. Ah. Cute.
Floyd, leave Britney alone.
It looks. It looks good. It's a good fit for Titus and it's a good fit for Brittany.
Kalandra, I love the theme of the mountain, Gagazet, as a kind of crucible for summoners before reaching Xanarkand. Yes.
Uh-oh.
Like a crazy challenge as part of the pilgrimage that isn't just the temple. I get it, yeah.
Dude, this thing's about to blow. 3 times? I'm just gonna flee. Wait, do I not get AP if I flee?
You do not.
Even if I killed the enemies? I'm just gonna see.
Oh, you
I
do
do.
get
I still do. Okay.
For the stuff you did kill?
I didn't want to have to deal with self-destruct.
Here, I'm sending Audrey a comparison. Titus and Meg Ryan as well.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like this hairstyle was probably pretty popular around
that
this
time,
time. Yeah. Is this something? Oh, okay.
Kalandra, yeah, self-destruct in the Ronso fight counts as a game over, yeah. Blue Fire Meg Ryan is trash, that is all. All right. I don't know anything about that, but okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
Blue fire. Yeah, I have very little knowledge.
The actress, yeah. Oh yeah, Floyd is reminding us about a chest nearby on the right side.
Okay.
Yeah, you are low on money.
I am low on money.
Oh, Calandra, you're talking about the self-destruct because you did it? Did you do it? And we got the
Oh,
follow
thank you so
from
much,
Herbal Remedy. Thank you so much.
Thanks again.
Yeah,
for
thanks
the
again
raid.
for the raid
We really
and
appreciate
happy
it.
birthday. Thank you, Alex, for the recommendation.
Thank
really
you so
appreciate
much,
it.
Alex.
Oh, you only
wait,
read
what?
about it. About using self-destruct counting the game over in that Ronso
Oh,
fight.
right.
Thank you, Herbal. Appreciate it. Thank you. But you were wondering,
Aw,
what were you
thank you.
what were you playing tonight? You were playing some Predator, right?
Yeah, I haven't played it at all.
It's like an asymmetrical, kind of like Friday the 13th.
Right.
And Evolve, an asymmetrical multiplayer competitive game where a team of players versus one player that's like stronger.
Ah, right.
Yeah, it's surprisingly good, and I love the movies. Have you seen any of the Predator movies, Audrey? I feel like your dad would have been into them.
I don't know that I have actually.
Not even memories of it just being on TV as you're
No.
growing up, no?
Oh, dude, I'm just
Time to
gonna
watch
run
'em.
from these dudes. I'm not gonna make it.
That's fine.
Actually, let me see if I can.
Yeah, I have not seen Predator in a very long time. Oh, Anthony, are you going to explain Yojimbo's mechanics to Audrey, or will you let her find out herself?
Oh,
I don't
haven't
even
tried.
remember them.
Oh, is this the chest?
I don't think this is chess.
No.
You might have to go back.
Oh,
If
I
we
missed
missed
it.
These mark the graves of summoners and guardians who failed.
Dude.
Oh, to cross the mountain, or in general?
Across the mountain, probably.
Okay, I'm gonna turn on no encounters to
Sure,
go
look
back
for
for
that
that
chest.
chest.
I think Floyd said it was on the right when you came in.
Or maybe it's this little nook.
Oh.
Yeah, I totally did miss. I missed that.
No,
oh,
so
no,
there's
that's
there's
not.
more. Maybe that little hook on the right. No. Probably earlier.
Oh wait,
then.
wait. Oh, it's up
it is
there.
up there.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks for pointing them out, Floyd. Appreciate
Thanks,
it.
Floyd. How do I get up there? Oh, there. Oh, strange. Just a weird camera angle perspective.
Okay, here it is. Calandra says Yojimbo's attacks depend on how much money you pay him.
Wait,
We're
what?
broke now.
Oh, you have to use Gil to...
Each time you use him, I'm guessing, maybe?
Oh.
Oh, and how much he likes you. That's right. The Aeon has an affection mechanic. Wow.
Wait, they do?
Wow.
I was wondering that. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Tiago, good thing Titus fits the entire party inside his pocket so they don't die like the others. Yep.
Yeah. Same in the Cloister of Trials. Suddenly everyone disappears and I'm doing this all by myself.
Yeah. Oh, just Yojimbo has the affection mechanic.
Oh, okay.
Just want to make sure we don't miss.
Herbal says, I find Titus to be the most insufferable.
Explore as thoroughly as you can because
Interesting.
the thing I just don't want you to miss. What
Okay.
this thing is it here? It's here.
Okay. Ooh, is it eject sphere maybe? I've turned off Braska. Nice.
Okay. Get that icon.
Hello, Yuna. I hope you are well. I wonder how old you are now that
How
you're
does he
watching
know?
the sphere. You must be very beautiful, like your mother. I wish I could see you. Oh, by the way, Jekt and Oren send their regards. So far, our journey has been very entertaining. Of course, it is a hard journey, but I have no regrets. It is the path I have chosen. Yuna, when you have grown, you will have to find your own path. Do what you must
Dang,
do the
Jack.
way you want to do it. doors will
Shirtless
always
and no
open
shoes
themselves
in the snow.
to those who do. Listen close, Yuna. Your future is yours to make. Live the way you want to. Whatever way that may be, you have your father's full support. Yuna, I will always be with you.
That's
Tornado.
it. I think that's the last sphere of the
Oh.
Ject spheres.
And Nebraska?
Nebraska and Orin spheres. Yeah, we got them.
Live how you want to live.
Yeah.
I gotta turn off my count.
I wish we
first.
got a little reaction from you with that. But
Yeah.
Corvus, thank you so
Yes,
much.
thank you so much for the
Here's your
follow.
mini dance party. Thank you. Yuna's like, oh yeah, you tell me that now that I'm already halfway through my pilgrimage. Yeah.
They didn't really explain why we're finding these spheres everywhere, right? And not that they need to.
No.
Yeah.
It's just clear they watch it and are like, oh, they left this here for me.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Yeah.
That was it. I wanted to make sure we didn't miss that.
Yeah, come on. I was just thinking that too. The barefoot in the snow.
Yeah. You can handle it.
Summoners that die appear. Aren't sent to the far plane.
Why not?
Who would send them? They die alone.
So that means...
Fiends galore?
Many have become fiends, and they may want Yuna's company.
Well, Yuna will be fine.
You're right.
Dude. She does have like, what, 6 or 7...
Yeah, encounter rate here is insane. Yeah.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Jimmy Ject explains it in one of the previous spheres. I think Anthony... yeah, I collected them off stream, but after that, in the next stream, Audrey and I watched all of the footage.
Right,
back to
right,
back
right.
in a YouTube video, right?
Yeah.
So Audrey has seen them all. Maybe we just don't remember.
Yeah, Blue Fire. Standing firm about Tidus being the worst protagonist in the franchise. Love these opinions, Blue Fire.
Hot
I do
takes.
love it. I do. Zolar says, just gonna put this out there, Yuna's dad is a worse father than Ject.
That's a great thing to think about. Once this
Okay.
is all over, then we can really think about
I
it.
am so excited. I am so excited. What happened here? Oh, here
Yeah,
we
Audrey's currently using the dark arts, or the forbidden arts,
I
we like to
am.
call on our stream. That's any of the speed ups, no encounter, save states.
Oh, hello.
He's just hanging out.
Greetings, Lady Yuna. My name is Once.
Once.
We have met several times before, right?
Oh.
Not running today?
Oh.
I have to carry on my brother's business. You've met him, I think.
Oh,
Aka the 23rd, merchant extraordinaire.
Wait, you're that guy's brother?
My brother wanted to come help Lady Yuna, but the temple imprisoned him for helping traitors.
Wow.
They imprisoned him because of us?
Oh.
He doesn't regret it, though. In fact, he told me, before they took him, don't worry about me, just go help Lady
We
Yuna."
have allies.
Why would your brother do this
We
for
have
us?
friends.
Well, hey, this isn't the time for talking. There's dealing to be done. Welcome to O'Rockers.
Pretty sweet.
I will be sure to keep your brother in my prayers.
He's doing the same for you, Lady Yuna.
Aww.
Thanks.
Blossom. Great point. I appreciate giving a shopkeeper a backstory.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Love that.
Side character growth throughout a game. Love it. Everyone's talking about least favorite protagonists.
Okay. Ooh. I love this conversation. Yeah. I'm gonna read some of it now.
Sure.
And
Just make
remember,
sure there's
let's
no
not spoil you.
spoilers,
No
no spoilers.
spoilers, but I can see. Yeah, here. Yeah, annoying, but a solid character. Blossom says. Name anything redeeming about Vaughn from 12. You know, I feel like I need to give 12 another go. I don't remember.
I feel like you should.
Yeah?
Because I did play the PS4 remaster of 12, and Audrey hung out for the whole thing.
Yeah.
So she's familiar with the story.
Okay, I mean, I'm curious as to why they think this, but I couldn't disagree more.
Yeah,
of course, yeah. Then
Just
again,
make sure
it
it's
is
all
opinions. Yeah, we love to hear people's opinions.
Respectful sharing of opinions and no spoilers.
We do love respectful sharing of opinions. Rex, brother is just
Sailor
freaking-
Jimmy is just being disrespectful to Vaughn, not even calling him by name.
Oh, the disrespect. Walk and wants are great. Oh, and yeah, Calandra, take your time. We'll be here. Sure. For a little longer.
Messolano, yeah, time to venture back into Ivalice. Love Ivalice, dude.
That we do. Yes.
Floyd says Final Fantasy 12 makes my top 2 worst Final Fantasy games, but that's just me.
Oh, hey, interesting.
I love 12.
Can I hear what the other one in your top 2? Is it 12 and 12? I'm just kidding. I don't mind Tidus. He has growth. I still like Squall more because he's the only sane man in a shonen anime.
I see that.
Yeah.
All this way only to fail. It must have been tough.
I feel like a lot of Final Fantasy characters, actually not a lot. There were definitely a couple that I grew to like. In this game even already. I grew to like some of them before when I was like kind of like
Opposite for Waka.
I was just about to say that, and in another case, in Waka's case, I disliked him later on.
Zola says I don't like Lightning in 13, but that might be because I didn't like the game. I liked 13.
I never finished 13.
Floyd's other one, top 2, was Final Fantasy 3 Remake, the 3D one, right? Originally DS version, but then ported. Yeah, Jimmy, I guess you're right. Squall's reaction and everything was justified.
Yeah. Definitely justified.
Gotcha, Floyd. The remake wasn't good for you.
Oh, no?
Xanarkand is on the other side, you know?
I know.
Uni is gonna get the final Aeon, you know?
I know.
The final Aeon is not
have
the
a
same
bad
as the final summoning thing, right?
What
You
are we
use the
gonna
final
do?
Aeon to do the final summon.
Oh, okay.
We'll do something.
Yeah, they're still trying to
We
come
just
up.
don't know enough yet. Until we do, we really can't help Yuna.
I think we did
Let's
just
go
save
to
Zola.
Xanarkand.
We did. Wait, do
We'll
we?
find something
We
there.
don't need to get all the Aeons
It'll
in
all
order to
come
do the final
together.
summoning?
We do.
But they're like side quest Aeons?
Yeah, it's optional. There's like non.
Okay, so those are not
lore.
required.
Just now, you sounded like a leader, you know?
Star of the Xanarkand Abes. Didn't anyone tell you?
Only you every time.
I feel like they have good chemistry too.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Oh! Forgot about this dude.
The son of Jack.
Oh! Wait, did he know that?
Run ahead and tell Auron.
You are not fighting him alone!
Just go, go!
Everyone's remarking how fast you got through the area.
Oh, because
The encounters.
I turned off the encounters.
Now is your time.
I kind of wanted to get into the... Yeah.
Not if I can help it.
Save some for Kimari.
Oh,
yes! Save some for
Vegan
Kimari.
Sephiroth.
What?
Yuna, look at your hubby.
It is a pleasure.
Yuna.
Oh my god.
Send him.
Ascending so soon.
Floyd would be that friend who's like,
Allow me
hey,
to
look, it's
say
your man.
something to the last
It's your man
Ronso before
Seymour.
I leave. Yours was truly a gallant
Was? Why?
You said the
They
last.
threw themselves at me.
That's
All
right.
my path.
They were blocking the way, and he just killed everyone on the way
After
up.
another.
What?
They said they were going to block the way for us, right?
I thought he went around or something. He went through them?
You could end the suffering of this poor Ronso.
Oh no.
I don't understand you.
Allow Kimahri to die and release him from his pain. Spira is a land of suffering and sorrow caught in a spiral of death. To destroy, to heal Spira, I will become Sin. Yes, with your help. Come with me, Yuna. Once I have become the next Sin, your father will be freed again.
Oh! Wait, what? Wait. What does that mean?
What do you know?
Like, we can send him?
Pitiful mortal.
Your hope ends here.
Okay. Here we go.
And your meaningless existence with it.
Oh!
Seymour's like the Team Rocket of Final Fantasy.
Blasting off again. Lance
Whoa.
of Atrophy.
What is that status effect? No!
What?
I think that's zombie. What a combo.
He's played Final Fantasy games before.
So everyone's remarking about this encounter. I genuinely remember playing this game 20 years ago and being stuck on this encounter.
Okay.
Corvus, he understands the mechanics.
Yeah. What if I reflect? Reflect could do good here, I think.
Yeah, just remember what limitations you'll have with reflect. Yeah. Okay. Good luck, Audrey. I don't have any strats in my mind because I don't remember the fight, but I remember I was stuck.
I'm just gonna put reflect on Yuna.
See, I was saying this is the hardest one.
Keep her in the game.
Hardest story boss fight in the game. Yet this is not the one that Jimmy was stuck on. Floyd wants a poll on how many attempts.
Oh, yeah, feel free.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, Lance of, okay, but life. Okay.
Oh, note. Thanks for tuning in. If you end up dying here, highly recommended switching to the original soundtrack.
Oh,
just for this
dude.
fight.
Thank you for
Are we on?
Maybe can I do that now?
No, it's in the in-game menu.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
What if I hit escape right now?
That's the menu for the application rather than the in-game menu.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, thank you for that suggestion.
Wait, are you sure? I thought we've been on the original soundtrack this whole time.
Oh, I don't know.
We started our playthrough on the arranged soundtrack, but then in our first stream we switched it to original. But maybe we switched it back. I don't even remember. It's okay, no. It's just I don't remember.
If I use
we may have switched.
If I use a potion on someone that's zombied, will that do damage as well? It will, right?
Yes.
Great. Oh, I didn't know Waka had drain. Okay, let's just make sure Lulu is okay.
What are the trigger commands? Oh, probably more stat.
Yeah, let's talk.
Earlier you do it, yeah.
Do you not want to heal Spira's sorrow? Let death carry you off into peaceful slumber.
Is that a shark on top of it?
You can't run from your fate.
What is that show? With all the shark dudes? I had those toys.
All the sharks? What are you Googling right now?
Street Sharks.
Street Sharks? I don't think I know that. But
It's a cartoon with all of these. Imagine Ninja Turtles, but instead they're sharks.
I just want to see if anyone else has
I legit had these toys.
trigger command here. Kamari, of course.
You have angered Kimahri. The spirits of the Ronso will guide Kimahri's spear.
After he's like reconnected with his home, they all get taken from him. Yes, it worked. It works.
Wait, what did you do?
Reflect.
Oh, nice.
Okay, here we go.
So you just
here
keep
we go.
the zombie?
We're gonna focus, okay? Sailor Jamie, we're focusing here. And then I'm just gonna get summon on, or
Hey, Trial 4.
reflect on
All right,
everybody.
so some people do know street charts. It's not just me.
How can I heal if I am zombied? I would need to. Oh, I can't Asuna though. But
Does
I can
it not work on?
I'm reflect. I used reflect.
Then a remedy? Does remedy?
Yeah, I think a remedy would do it.
Does the Albed potion work on?
But then I'm zombied, right? Oh, dispel!
The whole party. What? That'll get rid of like protect and all of that stuff
of course. Oh, nice move.
Oh, there's another show, Biker Mice from Mars. Wow. The song is cool. It gets like really jazzy. The drums.
Okay, let's just hit him.
SWAT Cats, dude. All these shows. Trial 4. Thanks for hanging out. We're doing great. We're having a good week.
Yeah, thanks for being here, Trial F4. Yeah, it's going great. It's going great. I'm a little nervous about all of this business.
Another battle of attrition.
Well, God, I haven't even started hitting yet. Cross Cleave. Oh, God.
Awesome. Dude. Oh, GG, dude. Wow.
Oh, no!
Wow.
Why did it have to show Kamari?
Oh, he was the last one to die, right?
Now all the Ronso are dead.
Rip. Here we go.
Okay.
Death counter.
All right. What do I do?
Yeah,
Or don't actually tell me.
Yeah. Is there any prep you could do?
I'm wondering, yeah, if I can equip something that... Is there a ribbon? Do we have a ribbon?
No, I'll tell you right now we don't have that.
No? Great. And I'm going to check on the audio.
Your autosave is just ahead by a couple seconds, so it doesn't matter.
Okay, hold on.
What could you possibly do to prepare?
No.
He's just strong. I don't know, I guess just that early prep, the cheers and all that, once you figure out. Zombie ward or stone ward if you have it.
Oh, I saw stone ward.
Yeah.
I don't see zombie ward.
Yeah, Zola, we got... It was a wipe. Notes. Great point. Well, now you're about to see why everyone hates this fight. Because almost everyone dies to that combo, then has to sit through the 3 to 5 minute long cutscene before they get it. Yeah.
Oh, damn. Oh, can I not skip cutscenes in this? I forgot. Oh, Death Ward. What is that?
That's different.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's like when they cast death.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
This is one of the hardest bosses in the game. Yeah, I think I remember it. Yeah, this one would give everyone trouble.
Stone proof.
The remaster does have Skipping Blossom, but only for the pre-rendered cutscenes, not the in-game real-time cutscenes. But apparently in 10.2, the remaster, you can skip both kinds of cutscenes. What did you do? Did you check for...
What did I do?
What prep did you do? Sorry, I just missed it.
I equipped the stone wards and the stone proofs.
Gotcha.
I don't know what else to do.
Yeah. Just preparation in the fight itself. The PC version can skip, I think. Yeah, Jimmy, but I think just for the pre-rendered cutscenes, not the in-game.
Oh, shoot. I almost forgot to...
That's right. The audio?
Yeah.
We are on original.
We are on the original. Okay. We are on the original.
No, it confirms. Gotcha. Floyd says, this fight, I died on the first attempt, and then I beat him, and was like, why is this so difficult?
Zanarkand is on the other side, you know?
Can you at least, like, spam just to skip the lines?
Oh, yeah, I can.
Yeah, okay, you should speed it up.
What are we going
If I put it on speed up, does it do anything?
No.
Until we do, let's go to Zanarkand.
The game is unskippable.
Maybe customize the equipment with empty slots. That's an option, yeah. We haven't done a lot of customization, but you need like a ton of items.
Hey.
But we can look into that for the
now,
third
you
attempt.
sounded like a leader, you know?
Like, what abilities are you guys thinking of? Zombie ward and zombie proof? What items needed for that? Let me just look that up.
Ah, the son of Jekt.
Riku,
You are not.
just go.
I don't even know what I should try.
Now is your time.
Not if.
Save some.
Holy water, Blue Fire says?
Holy water.
Cool.
Would we have had to go back and buy a bunch of those from the...
Oh, probably Owaka.
Assuming he has
shop.
it.
Us. Allow me to say.
Honestly, I feel like all the Guardians should be forward and Yuna in the back just doing the sending. We can just distract him.
Truly a gallant race. They threw themselves at me to bar my path.
You need 30 holy waters.
After another.
What? For what? To craft?
To apply zombie ward to a piece of equipment.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, customization needs a lot of items.
I haven't really played with any of that.
Me neither.
Poor Ronso.
I don't understand you.
Allow Kimari to die and release him from his pain.
Dude, this cutscene every time. Every time.
Spira is a
I do
land
remember
of
this fight
suffering and sorrow,
as a kid.
caught in a spiral of death.
To
destroy, to heal Spira.
I'm like kind of at a loss.
As the strats?
Yes.
I'm thinking like, I don't know. Do you think the brakes will work here?
Great question.
Like,
I mean, do you want strats from chat yet, or do you want to just?
No, I'll try it again. I'm wondering if I could like power break them, and then get cheers in and reflects on, and hope for the best.
I wonder when he did that combo, the cleave and then the kill, if that was like at a certain HP or after a certain amount of turns. I wonder if there's a time limit until that happens. That's where my mind's going. But yeah, let Audrey try this out again, and then maybe she'll ask for some strats after this. Hey Peach, it's all good. How you doing tonight?
Hey Peach, how you doing? You're not late at all. Right on time as far as I'm concerned. I should just... Okay, I feel like I should just get the reflect on because he has 2 turns right now. And I know that was his opening move last time.
Oh, don't worry. I won't give any hints. I enjoy the suffering, Jimmy.
Oh.
Love the suffering.
That we know. Oh, he's going to do it on Waka! Why did I think he was going to do it on Yuna automatically? Well, Yuna's safe at least. Okay. Let's get the...
Valborn, are the cutscenes unskippable in this version? The game distinguishes between the 2 kinds of cutscenes.
Immune! Oh, but it did a lot of damage.
It did. The pre-rendered video cutscenes can be skipped in this version, but the in-game real-time rendered cutscenes cannot be skipped. However, in 10.2, both kinds can be skipped.
You can't.
Got him. Let's get Waka back in here. Okay. I think I just really need to keep Yuna alive.
This one's scary. Drums are awesome here.
What was I saying before? Cheer? Or should I try to remedy her? But he's just gonna do it again.
Yeah, but that's how fights can often be in JRPGs. Just constantly doing that.
Let's just do it. This music Oh shoot, we're all. Yuna's dead, I think. I don't think she can tank this. And power break didn't work.
Then Orin's dead right now, right? Yeah.
No.
What?
He can tank it.
What do you mean no?
Oh no, and full life. Dang it!
This is the combo.
What do I do?
This is the combo. What is even to be done? Like, was there a clue that this was coming, so you defend instead? I wonder. Valborn, yeah, you try to spam the A button to get dialogue goes faster. It does go faster. So there's that at least.
I don't know what to do.
Yeah, I wonder if it's a strat thing or a prep thing.
Like...
Or is there a gimmick thing, you know?
I wonder if I just need to grind and not skip encounters here. Welcome back, Calandra. How's it going?
I doubt it.
I'm gonna try...
I think it's a strat thing. Welcome back, Calandra.
Though.
It's up to you whether or not you want to ask for help.
Yeah.
I know.
Maybe the...
What are we gonna...
Well, I feel like...
Reflect makes it so hard to keep her health up, but at the same time, her max health probably can't tank it.
Let's go to Xanarkand. We'll find something there. It'll all come together. I know it.
Maybe I need to cheer early. And then hope that they can tank. At least two people can tank the cross lance. So that at least
But the
one
thing is, like, how do you
person
know when it's coming? Is what I'm wondering.
When he has three turns in a row.
The son of Jekt.
Riku.
You are not
Just go.
Yeah, Floyd. This is like the first time we've really skipped random encounters.
Yeah.
And I've done occasional grinding off stream, so I don't think I don't feel like we're under leveled here, unless maybe we are, but. Oh, everyone's offering up help. Do you really want the help? You want the help yet?
Ooh.
Does it sound like a yes? Are you welcoming the help right now? If not, don't read the
I
chat.
welcome the help.
Okay, there it is.
So like, don't be too
pushy about it.
Pushy, if I may request. Okay, haste helps. Bio note says, love that. Bio, I need to remember. So bio actually works on this.
Yeah, bio helps with the battle of attrition for sure.
No.
Kimari.
You could end the
summon an Aeon.
Alright, so haste, we gotta remember haste.
Okay.
Thank you
I don't
guys.
understand you.
Allow Kimari
Yeah, we only have Kiraga, Jimmy, because I got there with Kimari. Level seems okay, yeah. So it's a strat.
One of the
thing.
few bosses that bio works on.
This
is good to know.
Spiral of death.
Okay.
To destroy, to heal, Spira, I will become.
So what are your takeaways here?
Yes.
Haste, bio.
Lead with Tidus. Haste. Tidus?
Come with me.
And then try to get haste on.
I have become the next sin.
Yeah, I think Calandra's right. You just gotta keep on your toes, really. Remove zombie quick as you can.
Okay.
So you might not want to reflect.
Yeah, it sounds like it. So keep
Esna
Yuna out.
and remedies.
Remedy.
Do you guys know if the Albed potions remove zombie?
But they're potions too. I don't know. It's just...
I mean, they were like remedies and mega potions all in one. They don't. Note confirms they don't.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Wait, so do remedies? Did you use a remedy to remove?
I used the remedy.
That confirmed that works?
Yes.
Remedies are so expensive though. Do you have any holy water?
Good question.
Oh, they only remove poison and 2 other statuses.
Oh, he got to go first this time.
Probably depends on the speed stats of all the characters who are here first. Oh, if you hover, it'll tell you? Gotcha. Thank you, Note. Zombie's hard to remove, yeah. I'm just wondering how many holy waters we have. Because I know we only have like 10 or 20 remedies.
Okay, who am I gonna want out? I'm gonna want Yuna out.
For the Esna? Is that why?
Yeah, for the battle. Maybe I'll just get Waka back in here.
Oh, notes reminding you about bio.
Oh, should I just do that now?
Up to you, looking at the turn order.
Oh, wait. Oh, is that...
That's Lulu.
That's Lulu.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll just last, right? So getting it out early is good.
Right.
Got him. Oh, thanks, Lulu. You did it. Oh, the turn order didn't work out. Okay. Maddie, thanks for tuning. Reflect is a huge strat here. Yeah, we were trying it, but it was so hard to heal the person that was reflected and to remove zombie. Can you check to see if we have holy waters?
Yeah.
We have remedies, but I just want to know total stock.
We don't have any holy water.
Wow. Bum. It's true. That's right. Note. Reflect, haste, and stuff. He just dispels. Yeah. Great point. So the dispel is annoying, but the haste is beneficial to disrupt the turn order of Lance life combo.
Oh, bio does a ton of damage.
Yeah, right here. So you were able to sneak in between his two actions right here because of the haste. So I think Note's right. It might be a good idea to keep up haste.
Cool. Just
to break his combo. Yeah, confirmed remedy, Calandra, but the problem is we only have 10, so we gotta use Esna as well. Oh, okay. Jimmy says, I don't remember if it's if this is a thing for this fight or the previous fight, but if all three characters have 2 or more buffs on them, that's when he'll dispel. So there is a condition. I think I read that for the last fight. I'm not sure about this one. I think it was for the Seymour Nadas fight in Bevel. But it could also be this one? I'm not sure. Hey Cyrus, what's up?
Hey Cyrus,
good morning,
how's
good
it
afternoon.
going? Good morning.
What's that dispel?
We didn't have any buffs. Oh, did you know?
Haste. Antitas.
Oh, haste? Oh, dang.
If you do Antitas, he goes again. You can haste someone else too. Note with the follow. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for the follow. Stressful mini dance party.
Stressful mini dance party for you. Thank you very much. Yeah, Bluefire is kind of suggesting. Bluefire says also it may help to fill the overdrives of the Aeons, so you can maximize damage before he nukes the Aeon. Yeah, just sacrificing your Aeons one at a time to get damage out. Good damage from Waka there. So you can just do a whole bunch of sacrifice plays with your Aeons too.
Okay. I feel like I'm like, uh-oh. Moment of truth. Waka might live Tidus? Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
yes. Okay.
He's probably going to do the full life right after this.
Right, probably. So I remedy?
Yeah, look at the turn order when you hover over remedy. Because he gets another turn. What will you do, though? A lot of options here. Heal, raise Yuna, because he has 2 turns. He goes twice. But if you raise Yuna, where will she be inserted into the turn order?
Dude, I could just use this. I'm going to use it.
I mean, he's about to full life and then something.
And Lance again, maybe?
Only it did that on Yuna.
Right.
Oh, that was it? Only one thing? One action?
I guess so. I don't know.
Huh. Yeah, cross slash again, Seymour. That would be rude.
God, he has a ton of...
You're doing okay. Battle of attrition Only concern here is Phoenix Downs and remedies, right?
Yeah.
Ton of health, but you're doing good. Poison's doing work too.
Okay.
So these cheer, focus, and all that get reset when you die, right?
Oh, damn. Do they? That makes sense.
Note confirms, yes. Great.
Cool. Let's just get that away.
Yeah, Kalandra's
Miss?
agreeing with. Oh, miss with what?
Asuna?
Wait, does Asuna not work on zombie? You've done it before, right? Or not?
I
sure.
don't. I haven't.
Uh-oh. Asuna might not work on zombie. Holy water and remedy are the only things. Oh my god.
Eunice.
Next attempt, we got to go back and buy some holy water. Does that Owaka's? What's his name again? Wants? Does he have holy waters? Kalandra, yeah, agrees with us. Battle of attrition defines this game. Big bummer.
Protect? What? Why did he suddenly protect?
Probably a certain percentage, but you have Dispel.
I do. I'm gonna do that.
Wants has some? Okay. We'll see how much money we have, too, if we have to do another attempt. What?
He's gonna do the full life thing. I'll just use a remedy so I don't have to deal with it.
You might get another turn, too. No. Gotcha. So traditionally, Blossom says, Esna does not cure.
Oh, noted.
I mean, sorry, on a zombie.
Oh, wait, what? Why did he do a full life on Titus?
She's confused.
Clearly.
You could always just kill Yuna and revive her, like, cure zombie. True?
I'm gonna haste Waka.
So here's the concern. Here's the theory. If all three have buffs, then that triggers a Dispel, potentially. So the strat may be to just leave buffs on 2 of them. But we'll see.
Oh. Well, I could bring...
You can get some solid damage here with... Because Waka's doing a ton of damage, right?
Yeah.
That's right, Kalandra. We gave all our money to Yojimbo.
Did I just get lucky with a crit before? Because Power Break did a ton of damage, I thought.
I'm not sure. But the breaks are dispelled if you use Dispel on him.
They also... He's immune to it. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, that's right. Oh, you're just going for the damage.
Oh, I think I just got lucky.
I think you did.
Okay, I'm thinking about every move here.
Yeah. Waka's a reliable source of damage, and he can tank the Cleave.
Yeah, they all can.
All 3 of these?
The 3 of them.
Then you just gotta rely on the...
Oh,
nice.
yeah!
You just have to rely on the remedies, right? Cheer only stacks up to 5 times, by the way. Yeah, we're aware of that, but...
Oh,
Flare, dude.
Oh, no!
The self-reflect flare. He's okay.
It did the self-reflect? It cast flare on itself?
Yeah.
Dude! Okay, so they knew that you were going to use reflect in this encounter. Oh, because when you can't reflect a reflected attack.
Yeah.
Or a magic attack.
Yeah.
Dude!
Yeah, that's right. Thanks for answering Peach's question note. It boosts damage and defense by 20%, and you can stack it 5 times for 100% boost, I think, for both. I think that's what we learned. Yeah, Ostafia. Hey, what's up, Ostafia?
Hey, Ostafia, how's it
Smart
going?
AI, yeah. I think that's what makes it a challenging fight, too, like the AI. Nice. Good call with Kimari. Ostafia, we're doing great. Challenging fight. I remember this fight from my childhood.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Ready to annihilate. What does that mean? Does that mean defend? I don't know. I'm scared.
Oh, my
Jimmy,
God.
we may ask for that if this attempt doesn't work out. I appreciate you looking it up, though.
More flux?
Look at his turn. He's charging up for something on the turn order right now.
Okay, I'll defend then.
That's triangle or whatever the top one is.
Brace yourselves! Oh! What?
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna do it again.
Yeah, defend again. This time Orin's still defending, right?
Total annihilation.
Total annihilation. Oh god. All the owls.
Okay.
Oh my god! What?
This feels so unfair!
Wow. Unlucky? Note, or is that just what he does? In what way was that unlucky?
That was totally unfair.
Tiago just cheesed it by filling up all the Aeon's overdrive bars ahead of time, yeah.
Oh.
Oh, total annihilation is magic damage.
Oh, noted. Note, thank you.
Oh, so what do you got to prepare with that? Focus? Oh, reflect.
So reflect would work there?
Yeah, I guess. Shell or focus? Wait, does reflect those? Does it do magic damage or is it magic spells? I feel like reflect wouldn't work, right?
No. Dude, super brutal. How many tries is this? That was the third try.
I think that was your third try, yeah.
Oh my god.
Brutal. A lot of takeaways. I mean, you did really great.
You think so?
I think you did great.
I mean, in the first phase, I guess, and then when things starts escalating, then it's like I need to reevaluate my strategy.
No, it's okay, Note. That's fine.
Okay, reflect won't block a party attack.
Gotcha.
So including that Oh no, you're fine, I had already opened up the floodgates for help, and I don't think that was spoilery at all. But thank you for being respectful. It's not an easy fight. Oh my god. Okay. I'm kind of bummed because it's late. I hate ending on a lose, but I think we need to finish up for today.
Yeah, sorry guys. We gotta catch up on sleep.
That's a big bummer of a note, though.
Yeah.
Ah.
So again,
Why?
In between these streams, I do replay everything that Audrey's already done on stream to make sure I get all the items and whatever. I can probably prep for this fight for the beginning of the next stream.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't want to go overboard either.
Yeah. I mean, it's exciting.
So I'll talk to Audrey about how much preparation she would be okay with me setting up.
Yeah. Sleep. I know, right, Sailor Jimmy? You could try stacking cheer. I was trying to do that at the beginning, but I think maybe I switched out my party.
Probably, yeah.
And then, yeah, obviously, when you switch
Alien
out.
Zero, do you have the ability to grind XP really easy yet? I don't know. Maybe you can talk to us about that on our Discord.
Yeah, thanks for
being
here,
the
Alien Zero.
backseating channel. Just remember, everyone, if you use our Discord, the
backseat
or the debriefing room.
Or the debriefing room. Just make sure to use the spoiler tag. Yeah, I do need Vivi to cheer up. Vivi instantly cheers me up. Thanks for being here, Tiago. Go overboard. Complete the spirit grid. Maybe Anthony will.
I don't know if I have that much free time.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Oh, he uses total annihilation in phase 3, which means you were close. I really liked the bio suggestion. That just having that recurring damage is
that helped
so
a lot.
sweet.
Yeah, thanks Note for that.
Yeah, Vivi Kalanja says, Vivi, yes, this is my Vivi action plushie that Anthony gifted me.
It's a cool one.
Yeah, he's comforting me in this time of suffering.
Yeah. Good old suffering.
Yeah. Oh, could that mean arena stuff? But that's also overboard? Arena stuff. Do you know what arena stuff means?
We'll talk about that later.
Okay, we'll talk about it later, sounds like.
Yeah. If you guys have tips, I'm
Yeah.
open to them. Just make sure you use the spoiler tags on the Discord.
Yeah, and thank you so much, Cam, for being here. And thank you again for being here. For the follow.
Thank you guys for hanging out with us.
No, thank you. No, don't actually do that. You won't see Anthony for months. Okay, Zoller. Noted for the spirit grid.
But definitely, if you had fun, check out our schedule down below.
Yes.
We do have our duo streams, but we have our solo streams as well. What else do we have going on this week? Friday, I am continuing The Legend of Dragoon. It is my first playthrough, PlayStation 1 JRPG. I feel like we're close to the end. We're definitely in disc 4 out of 4 discs. Excited for that. Sunday, I'm continuing The Legend of Dragoon.
Very nice.
And then next week on...
It's getting spicy.
It is getting spicy. It's really awesome.
It is awesome.
And then next week on Monday, I believe Audrey is continuing her first playthrough of Parasite Eve, and that's pretty awesome. And then more Final Fantasy X again next week on Wednesday, same time as today. Thank you guys for hanging out.
Thank you so much. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I was not expecting... I don't know. Does it feel like a jump?
It is.
In difficulty?
That's why everyone was like, oh, this fight, because
Yeah.
everyone remembered their first time with it.
Well, I thought maybe because I turned off encounters leading up to that, maybe I've missed out on significant experience.
I don't think so, because I've been grinding. And everyone agreed that we weren't under leveled.
Okay.
Yeah.
You just need to have the right strategy in place then. And that's exciting then. Then yeah, I if there's a way to do it with the tools that I have, I kind of want to try that. But well, yeah. I think you'll probably
we'll talk about it off stream, but I
Sounds
don't want to grind too hard.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Yes,
Yeah.
Floyd, thank you so much for keeping things vague. We really appreciate how respectful people have been with spoilers in general and just trying to preserve that first playthrough experience. It really means a lot to us. And yeah, it's just such a pleasure to be playing and
you
to
guys
be
are so
having
cool.
you all watch along with us. So yeah, thank you, Valborn and Cyrus and Zolar, yes.
Yep,
Friday is Legend of Dragoon.
Yep.
Just pace yourself. Thank you, Kalandra. We'll do.
The enemy levels jumped. Okay.
Oh,
gotcha.
they did? Yeah, Floyd.
Okay.
Level 52
I mean,
to
you felt
55.
it in the counters.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. For sure.
Right.
Okay, sounds good. Then I think we're going to end it here. We're going to try to find someone to raid after this. But
check us out on social, Instagram and Twitter. We also have a Discord where a lot of you guys are in there. We talk about lots of fun stuff, including video games. But people are sharing pictures of their pets, talking
Love
about
the
their
pet
personal
photos.
projects.
Sharing their collections or their...
Collections.
Yeah. What things they collect or hobbies and such.
Yeah, music, video game music, anime and manga, a lot of stuff to talk about. Hopefully you want to hang out with us outside of streams. Discord is a place to be. And if you want to watch any of our VODs, rewatch something, or watch a playthrough that you've missed out on, or Rapthor, thank you very much for the follow.
Thank you so much,
Mini dance party for you. I always recommend our Final Fantasy Tactics playthrough. That was amazing. Do you have a recommendation for a VOD to watch?
Oh, yes, I do. Reyony Rumble.
Reyony Rumble.
Reyony Rumble is when Anthony and I play competitive games. It's kind of a recurring thing we're trying to do. And the winner of Reyony Rumble gets the Golden Chocobo. And as you can see, I am the current reigning champ.
Audrey's a true gamer.
2 rounds in a row.
Yeah.
So I recommend Reyony Rumble.
Look forward to the next Reyony Rumble.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you want to watch any of our stuff, I recommend youtube.com/Reyony. Higher quality recordings of our VODs are there rather than Twitch. But up to you. If you want to hang out, just watch our stuff anywhere.
Yeah. Thanks again, everybody. I'm Audrey.
Thank you. And I'm Anthony. Together we're Reyony. Hope to see you soon in the next one. Have a good night.
Thank you so much.